presented by Iowa Misfit Rolls. I am your game master, Gray, and with me tonight I have the following people. Don't leave me hanging.
Yeah,
Who are the following people?
that's
That's
you.
an
You're
excellent
next.
question.
Hello, it's me. My name is Erica. I am playing Hecate, who is our group's a hacker slash glitch. And for people who've played not Gangs of Gotham, where we're playing Blades in the Dark. People have played Blades in the Dark before. This is a variation on the magical one, whose name I should know and I have forgotten. So it's basically like the magical casting class, except for it's been turned to tech for the purposes of a modern Gotham game.
Followed
Oh,
by.
okay. I think we're in a different
Nate.
order
Hey Nate.
on
Hey Nate.
everyone. But
Hey Nate, who are
I
you?
am John Hansen. I am playing Nate Trannis. My alias is Hermes. I am a spider, otherwise known as the guy who's pretty smart, a lot smarter than the player who's actually playing him. And he likes to talk, and he's a good talker.
I'm Jenny. I'll be playing Maggie Kyle, who will be our resident lurk.
And I'm Adam. I play Cameron Kyle. He is a hound, which means he's good at tracking and shooting people.
Yeah, we do apologize for our disruptive introductions this evening. Mike, our player of Zeus, aka Corbin West, is not with us this evening. He will be with us in the next stream, but for this session, he needs to sit out. So, best wishes to Mike with whatever he's doing this evening, and let us begin. Last we left off, our gang of Pandora's Box had investigated a a potential drug den called the Granite Gargoyle. One of their one of their what they keep calling him the heart of the heart of the pizza delivery side of things. Jimmy has
Part of the operation.
my apologies.
The
Jimmy
whole
Hart,
thing.
the heart of the operation.
Jimmy Hart, the heart. Yeah. They discovered that he has a drug addiction to this new narcotic on the streets of Gotham called Bliss. And with a little bit of pressure and convincing, he managed to direct them towards a potential dealer he knows by the name of Enzo. They went to they went to the bar known as the Granite Gargoyle that Enzo is known to frequent, where they discovered him serving drinks behind the bar and a little bit of something, a little bit of nose candy on the side. While they were setting up their cameras to case the joint, in a manner of speaking, a mysterious vigilante with a whip seeming to be made of hot plasma emerged and seemed to be hell bent on chasing down one of the members of Pandora's Box, Cameron Kyle, for some unknown reason. Fortunately, Cameron managed to elude his pursuer, and that's where we kind of left off. Everyone had the panic in the bar had resulted in everyone fleeing out into the night, and our group of thieves have once again returned to their hideout, and that is where we'll begin. So
I
everyone finds
grabbed the garlic knots as well. Make
ah
sure to grab those.
quite
The
right.
garlic knot.
So you grab the garlic knots and you're upstairs in front of the in front of your various computer screens, looking at all the surveillance footage. The bar in question is completely devoid of life. Uh, the power is still off. Nobody's returned to it. Uh, Everyone seems to have fled, and there doesn't appear to be anyone coming back at this very instance. You're not exactly certain as to where the vigilante disappeared to. Last he was seen, his last seen whereabouts was atop one of the roof, seeming to head in the wrong direction for pursuing Cameron. Cameron, for his part, managed to escape with only a few minor injuries.
Yeah, and you said we all made it back, right?
Yes,
Okay. I couldn't
Corb
remember.
Corbin is downstairs in the actual pizzeria, um,
He's in
getting
his
out
Running the
some,
show.
getting out
Yeah,
some
this is his decompression is
Mm.
yeah, he's getting out
punching
his
pizzas.
yeah, getting out his frustrations on a bunch of pizza dough. Gotcha. All right. So, what are the rest of you doing in the meanwhile?
Got a question for you, mechanical.
Yeah.
Is there
Yes.
downtime, or are we going into a next step? Is my main
We're
question.
going into a next step.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about downtime stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, go ahead. I don't have anything.
I'm just quickly, we're gonna come in. Garlic knots are on the table. I have changed into comfy clothes, and I am at my computer, checking to see if which cameras are working to make sure that they're all good to go.
Mm.
Oh, well, I don't know why my camera just got blurry. My bad. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Just suddenly got blurry. Now I disappeared. All right. So, looking at your various the footage coming from your various feeds, it looks like all the cameras are functioning at this present time. Nothing appears to be, none of their signals appear to be disrupted, although your visibility is limited due to the fact the lights are off inside the bar.
Mm-hmm. Next step: put night vision in cameras.
Ah.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
And
Write that,
what
write that
is
down.
everyone else doing in the meanwhile?
Uh,
Well,
I'm gonna find Cameron and be like, so, you want to explain what that was all about?
Yeah, big fucking guy came out of nowhere. Got out of there. No, I mean, here's the thing. This town's full of a lot of costume creeps. Seems to be another one. Thinks he's a big fucking tough guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to say though that you got pretty white as a ghost there when you saw him, and you got out of there fast. It makes me think that there's some history there.
No, question great. I don't actually know Payback personally, do I? He just has a thing for my alter ego, right?
that's right.
Yeah. No, I don't know anything about him. Again, I mean, if Batman comes in the room, I'm also going to be leaving very quickly, so not taking any chances.
My thing is though that we don't do that when the Bat Boys come into our place. It's not just any costume freaks that we run away from. I just like, do we got to worry about the pizza place getting
Because the bad boys
blown
are
up
bitches.
by this guy with the whip?
I mean, I think not. I honestly don't know who he is or where he came from. I hope people don't know I live here. I don't actually don't even live here, so should be fine. Very
Okay.
awkward. I got to find out about what that guy's deal is.
All right.
Yeah, so he's not sorry, great. So Payback's not someone that everyone's heard of, right?
No, it's
Okay.
not a very well known vigilante, to say the very least. His
Okay.
Their tech seems to be pretty advanced, but as I said before, they're like, you've never heard about this particular vigilante before. In fact, you've never heard of any vigilante that has ever used a plasma whip. Most vigilantes in Gotham City are the sort that will beat you senseless and send you to Arkham. This seems like a more lethal response.
I'd say the good thing is this guy didn't seem too great at tracking. All I did was direct him the other way from you, and he kind of went off in his own thing. So we're not dealing with Batman here, but we should probably still look behind everywhere we go. Like, Watch our backs. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
You got the. Hey Nate. Hey, come here real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
I put him in the corner. Wouldn't it be fucking crazy if Batman started trying to beat our ass? Batman.
That I know. We'll know we really made it when that happens.
Oh
We'll
shit.
get there. We'll get there.
Why do boys want to get punched so hard? Is that like a man thing? Is that like a? Do I like just like? Is
Renee, where you from
Where-
is it
again?
like
I don't.
a Metropolis?
Oh,
Thanks for
wouldn't it?
asking.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You don't got a guy over there everybody fucking loves, huh?
Of course, you're not
Yeah,
into
you
getting
get-
punched. One punch and you're be torn in half by him.
Exactly. But also, it means that like 9 times out of 10, you do the small shit, he's not gonna care. Metropolis PD are any good? No.
Look, he's just a cool guy. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to fight him,
So,
but it's pretty cool. When you're a kid and it's like,
Want his autograph?
oh,
Is it?
nah.
Are you sure?
if only we could find out who he is. He has, I mean, his alter ego has just to be out there somewhere, right?
Nah.
Why would you want to do that? That seems like the worst idea.
No. Maybe I can go out.
Just to know.
Who wants? Okay, we're gonna put a bet down here. Who here thinks they could find the true identity of Batman?
Not taking you up
Nope.
on that.
Not me.
Not in.
Nope.
Not in. Oh,
We're
What's
lucky
the-
I
what
can
is the
find my
thing
way
I'm
home
looking
from the
for?
bar. Okay, I can't find Batman.
You know what the worst thing about it is? You're gonna take off his mask and it's gonna be some guy named Jeff. You don't know who the fuck he is. Just some guy. You're like, oh, took the mask off.
Yeah.
Fucking helps me a lot. Jeff's
Here's
here.
the thing. Jeff, the scariest guy. No. Do you guys know what like a cognito hazard is? This feels like a cognito hazard. It's a piece of information that, by knowing it, means you're going to die. Basically, the knowledge of a thing is like
Batman
enough to
doesn't
like get you
kill
killed.
people.
Do you want to look? Has there been a record of Batman killing people? Not
I've never
quite.
heard of it.
I don't know. Look, that's on you guys. All I'm saying is that I also have
Reddit.
I'd have no killing rule the second someone wants to fuck around. There's no one to know the information anymore, you know?
What?
But you know,
We
he
don't
always
know.
strings people up and leaves them hanging upside down, and that's not good for you.
He
We
broke my
don't know
cousin's
if
neck.
Batman
I can
doesn't
kill
kill
ya.
people.
He broke my cousin's
Yeah,
neck.
what's little?
Put him in the
He's
hospital
in
for 8
leagues with
months.
the
See,
police.
look at
The
that. Like, what
police are
else is it?
covering it up. Batman kills people, and the police cover it up.
That
Ooh, I
fucking
bet.
guy.
You know what? It's that. Or again, like, to be fair, I guess it's cognito has. You don't have to be able. You know, it's not necessarily like, oh no, you find out who the Batman is and you're dead. But like, it could be also like a thing of like, you find out how Batman is and he removes your ability to tell anybody how. God, by howdy, I bet you're gonna wish you were dead.
Hecate.
How
What
many of these nutsos that he's putting in Arkham Asylum just disappear one day? I want to
Mm.
know. How many?
I didn't know Nate was a conspiracy theorist.
All right. All right.
Go ahead.
So you continue to have this argument about who is Batman for quite a while before it finally
Nate
simmers
pulls
down.
out his long Hawaiian PowerPoint and pulls it up and is like, "Here's my theories."
So how long are you monitoring the bar? Not a question.
It's probably like a passive thing, right? Like,
I
because
assume a
we're
couple
supposed to
nights.
be on the trail of the bliss.
And supposed to be also keeping relatively down low. But the club was also
Yeah.
not busted. But the bar wasn't busted, but like there was a vigilante that rolled up there with big with big whips, you
Yeah.
know, messing around. So
But he
anything there
obviously-
probably has gone a little underground for a bit.
Yeah, sorry. He obviously wasn't part of it because he shut down the power and started attacking everything. So we know that he's not part of the Bliss thing.
Yeah, but
least
Bliss might have
directly.
gone quiet for a bit there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna monitor. We're gonna again if we're monitoring it basically whenever we can. I think they're motion detector. Next time we're getting motion detector cameras that I can turn
Okay.
on and
I'll
off.
say, is there notifications when something
Then
happens?
I am
suppose?
going to give each of you one downtime activity to perform, as it's not a complete downtime. It is simply time is passing, and you have some spare time to do other operations if you so choose so. Okay.
Okay. I already know what I want to do.
All right.
I
What?
don't.
I'm just trying to drum up more business for the Nix's family flying circus.
All right. If I recall, you need to make a roll for that, right? I
Believe
can move that over
so.
to. Was it on our Gotham
I think
page?
I was using sway,
Yes, I think so. Here, let
uh
me just move it
just
to the
like
Gotham.
passing out flyers. Maybe I'm making like some oh god, what did we call it? It wasn't Instagram. Instapic or whatever
Okay.
posts.
So,
Legally distinct.
so roll for your sway.
Alright. Oh. Is this risky, controlled, desperate,
Controlled.
controlled? All right.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
4 and 5.
Okay, so you got a success. So I will increase your successes towards your long-term goal by 1.
Heck
All
yeah.
right.
Will that lose a stress for me or
It does not lose stress. That would
okay.
be a different action you need to perform
Okay.
during your downtime. Uh, does anyone else have any ideas as to what they may want to do during downtime?
I have mine.
What are our options again?
Give me 1 second here.
You can acquire an asset, do work on a long-term project, recover, reduce heat, train, or indulge your vice. Excuse me.
Mhm.
I was training something.
I thought you were
Well,
getting a contact for us or something.
Training just gives you XP, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah,
training just
that's
gets you a single point of experience. All right, that's fine.
yeah, I'm gonna train. I don't have an exact idea how at the moment,
That's
but
okay.
let's just say um
You're working on that
give me a
PowerPoint.
second to think of something. Yeah, there we go. I'm working on my conspiracy that Batman
Yeah,
actually kills people, but the police are covering it up and the news is letting him get away with it.
yeah. Your conspiracy theory training montage. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All
Toning
right.
his computer skills.
Um, who else we got? We got Hecate and we got Artemis.
Yeah,
That's
I've
one
got
XP, right?
one
Yeah.
XP. I've got one, Erica. If you need more time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So,
trying to find my project.
question for you, Gray. For
Uh-huh.
recover, normally you have to like go to a healer and then they mark it down. How many clocks? How much progress is it for me to get rid of my? I have a level 1 harm.
Level 1 harm.
Would I be able to get rid of this now or not? Because if not, I will use my next downtime to do it and work on something else. But if I can get rid of this potentially here,
Give me 1 second here.
you let me know.
Let's see here. Are you going to a doctor
Yeah,
or are you
I don't know
going?
anybody specific, so I just have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the good
Okay.
hospital in the good part of town.
Okay. Let me just read here.
But I only have one level 1, so
3 seconds. Character. Okay. So let us say that you're just going to a hospital and that they're gonna ask where you got these burns from, obviously, right?
Well, here's the question: am I going to be able to clear this in this one action? If not, I want to do the other thing. Is it not? Is it
No.
potential?
It is possible if you roll well.
Okay,
Right?
cool. Yeah, I'll go to the hospital. I'll tell him it was a cooking accident.
Okay.
What happened?
Burned my back real bad.
All
Bacon
right,
Fell
grease.
into the pizza oven.
I threw it over my shoulder. Fucked me up real
So
bad.
most hospitals are
Just
fairly
try to spin it.
good at treating injuries,
Welcome to
Oh,
Gotham,
it's not.
baby.
especially in Gotham City, apparently. So we'll say it's a quality 2. So you get to roll 2 dice for the healer.
Okay. 2 dice. She just rolled 2d6s for my healing.
Mhm.
Boop, boop, boop. 2 and a 2.
So you do not get healed. Your insurance claim doesn't go through.
All right. Does it work towards the progress of healing, or is it just like I roll good enough and it's gone?
It's a really small clock.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had got successes, chances say it would have got cleared.
Okay.
But you rolled 2 2s.
All right. No
You
problem
got
then.
the really bad nurse who's it's their first day kind of a thing.
Oh, you got you went to the hospital. You got a doctor who said, "Don't worry, we'll or you got a nurse. Don't worry, we'll fix you right up." They clearly are getting ready to treat you and everything, and then a nurse reluctantly comes up to you, "Sir, we're having trouble with uh getting your insurance company to approve your claim."
And they
Like,
rip all the bandages off that they just put on.
Yeah, take it
well,
off.
no, they say this should be this should go through the Gotham, I guess you call it the U.S. Gotham City equivalent of WSIB, because it's clearly a work-related injury, right?
Oh, great.
OSHA,
I'll
OSHA,
let me go
OSHA.
do that and just
Yeah,
leave the
OSHA. There we
hospital.
go.
Leave the hospital immediately and just never
I
come
thought you said,
back.
"Oh shit."
Oh,
OSHA.
yeah, same thing.
All right. And what's Hecate doing?
So, here's the thing. I started a project
Yeah,
and I don't remember what that project was or how many ticks
it
I had
was a
into it.
Oh,
drone
Drone
project.
project.
Yes,
2
it's a
I'm
ticks.
starting a drone project. So while I'm sitting in our little base and I'm monitoring the cameras, I
Mhm.
want to try and do another tick towards getting my project finished.
All right. So yeah, that's definitely you
Ticket
need
that
to
is
make
a
well, and it used to be called drum roll, please. It used
it's a
to be called
tune.
a tune, but now it's called something else, if I recall correctly.
Interface.
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 Yeah,
Yes.
it's interface. Yeah, I can't change it on my sheet. So
Yeah,
when I
I know.
click,
We'll just call it a tune from now on to make all our lives
You
easier.
you can.
You
can
can?
I? I'll take a check and I'll see if I can change it. For now, it's still a tune. How do I make this roll? Do the
Oh,
thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. How do I make them roll?
Just roll a tune. Click on a tune
Yeah.
and it'll roll for you.
It says macro options. Oh, controlled. Okay, I see.
So if you just click on you highlight the attune, you click it, should let you roll, right?
No, I get macro options.
Ah, that works too.
Yeah, but then it doesn't do anything. It's a bit.
Just do risky
Oh,
standard.
FX standard. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Bonus dice 0. Okay, I had to click 16 times.
There you
4.
go. Well, you got
Horn of
you got
snake eyes.
one success on it.
Okay.
Thank goodness it wasn't all ones. 'Cause that would have gone really, really badly.
I am incredibly powerful. I'll do it one day. I think I had at least 1 success previously, so I think I'm at 2 successes.
Oh, you're actually at 3 right now.
I'll take it. Thank you. I'm taking. Oh my god! I found my old notes. The one thing that's not there is my drone project.
Okay,
But now,
if I recall correctly, you were trying to create like
um.
smaller drones to use in
Oh, there it is.
your operations.
yeah, today I worked on making them quiet because drones are so freaking loud.
Okay. So I'm gonna say a few days have passed. Things are you keep monitoring the surveillance for the bar.
Mhm.
Eventually there's some activity, but it's not the activity you were hoping for. Instead, some local hoodlums come in and they start stealing things since nobody's come back to the bar. Like they steal the booze behind the bar. They look for the petty cash. Uh, and just like sharks circling circling prey or wolves for that matter. Uh, After the first one's like taking a bite in a manner of speaking by stealing something, more keep on coming in and taking things and leaving, and the place is starting to look very very barren as even the speakers are being taken. The lighting.
Ooh. I think there does come a point where Renee will kind of see things going and eventually turn to the rest of or at least send like a text being like over our our secure text chat being like, hey, if anybody wanted to go and get something really nice, looks like the dive bar is a bust. and it's just getting looted. So if anybody wanted
Mhm.
anything real nice, get it before it's gone.
I do believe
Corbin
we.
mentioned that he was heading to a trade show concerning various local supply vendors for restaurants.
He's so deep in.
So yeah, he's so deep into that. He's not around.
Yeah,
Um,
he's going to speak to like some boulangerie and patisseries to like learn how to make like fancy crusts.
well, no, it's a trade show. So like
Oh,
this is
right,
where
right, right,
you
right,
would
right.
where you'd go talk to vendors about like where you guys are going to get your mozzarella supply from and all your other
Uh,
stuff for like your pizza.
who has the best
Since
cheese in the city?
since he is so obsessed with making this the
Mhm.
most prosperous pizzeria in all of Gotham, right?
Yeah, Gotham water just hits different, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the day-to-day
That's our
operations
secret.
have kind of like fallen onto your staff for the most part. And one evening, I'm gonna say, I'm just trying to think, who would they call? Normally they'd call Corbin, but he's not available. Who would be the next in line if something happens at the pizzeria for them to call?
The guy who talks well. I had to
Mm,
guess,
It's the guy.
maybe.
yeah.
And if the guy who talks well doesn't, Renee is at the pizzeria the most likely because her big tech setup is there. So logically it would be Nate, but if you're like I don't want to do it, I will be at the terrible first point of contact because
I'll take the call.
All right, so it's a very nervous girl on the other side of the line. She's one of your she's one of her name's Mary. She is one of your regular cashiers or people that run the till, and she goes, Mister Mister Tranis, you might want to come down here. And there's a man. He 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 he's looking for you.
Looking for me.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She
I'll,
says
I'll
nervous.
start.
Her
I'll
voice quivering and what probably tantamounts to fear.
okay. Yep. I'll be right down. So I'm gonna start going down. I know we're not actually like in our like heist mode or anything, but I'm gonna take a knife in my back pocket or something. Like I'm gonna hide it like in my pants and just like make my way down because I'm not sure if Batman might be on to me.
Well, you make your way downstairs through, I take it, the inside of the building, and
Yeah.
walk out of the back. It's not Batman.
Okay.
That gives you a sigh of relief.
Okay.
The man who is currently like leaning on the counter, clearly terrifying your staff, is a really thin, extremely tall man who is leaning over, wearing a bright, furry purple suit with a orange shirt and a green bow tie. His skin is extremely pale,
Oh
and he's
no.
wearing a long, wide-brimmed hat of a similar purple color with with a leopard motif, a green leopard spot motif around ringing around it.
How can I help you, sir?
He looks up and trying to mimic the clown prince of crime to the best of his ability. He smiles at you and says, "Why so glum, chum?" He says, "Clearly, this is a member of the Joker's gang."
Mhm.
Yeah. When he does stand to his full height, he towers over everyone. The man could quite possibly have been a basketball player in a former lifetime.
Okay. Uh, nah, I'm happy. I'm happy as long as everyone around here is happy. How can I help you?
He says, "Well, I am a concerned citizen, he says, making these grandiose hand gestures. And I'd like to report something to the local authorities about a possible crime I witnessed. But I fear that they wouldn't take me too seriously, he says, smiling. That sort of like sinister yet let supposedly entertained smile. It's hard to say. It's very creepy. Your staff is like looking at you very nervously.
Well, I'm sure I could point you down to a telephone booth somewhere down the street if you need to get a hold of them. I'm not sure what you expect a pizza shop to do about this crime.
He taps his finger on his chin and says, "You're right. I could make an anonymous call to the Gotham Police Department." It's like, yes, I think that might be the best course of action. Uh, it's like and he kind of tips his hat and at the your various staff members. My apologies that your employers don't hold your lives in high regard. He says, "Toodaloo," and he like turns and he starts walking towards the door.
Did I miss something? Did John miss something?
Is Hecate watching the camera?
Yeah,
Hecate
probably.
is definitely watching. I don't know if she's watching these cameras though, because she's currently working on a drone project and keeping an eye on the bar's cameras. So,
Okay.
He just starts whistling happily as he's making his way to the door.
although I feel like we have an emergency button somewhere in the place. If you whack it, an alarm will go off upstairs where she most likely is.
Um, okay. Is anyone else down here
Or
with
maybe
me
we have
and the employee?
earpieces
They're
or
all your
something.
employees. They're just downright terrified because a clearly somebody from a one of the local criminal gangs just showed up at the shop, and this is the second time this has happened in less
Mhm.
than a month.
Aren't they the ones we framed?
They
No,
are, but they
no,
don't know you did.
no,
Okay. Yeah.
no,
Okay. Okay.
no.
He just wanted to place an anonymous tip, right? He just wanted to
Yeah,
ask us a question.
Wait, what was he
he did
trying to place a tip about? I missed that.
He just wanted to ask us a piece.
just a crime he saw. That's all he said.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. He wasn't. There was no one in here with him. It was just him, right?
It's just him. He didn't bring a gang or
Yeah.
anything.
Shank
Okay.
him.
Well, he's gone now.
Well, he's leaving. He's
I did not
currently
think.
leaving.
Oh, he's lucky he left. Otherwise, you would have gotten
I
this.
just walk out with my gun again and
I mean, he has a
Yeah,
Oh,
gun.
I
he,
didn't
Yeah,
know
you
you
can
were
you can you
down
can
here.
stop him. You can stop him before he leaves. He's on his way out.
I,
yeah,
I
Yeah,
would,
he's still
but
here. He's still here.
yeah.
oh
He's
my
he's heading for the
wrist
door.
is sore. No, I'm
Just
gonna
whip
let
the
him
knife
go.
at the door frame. Let him go. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
no,
So
gonna let
like,
him go.
all right. So
Chaperones blasting upstairs.
he the your little bell chimes as he actually crouches down a little to get to step out the door and starts walking down the street, also casual like.
Um,
Cameron is upstairs. I'm assuming saw this on the monitor that's upstairs. I will
Yeah, he could
start.
be
yeah, I
watching the ones
assume that
downstairs.
our regular uh pizza parlor security cameras are separate from the
That
heist
would
camera screens.
that
Yeah,
would probably be
I
right.
I think we
Okay.
have a separate like smaller monitor set up somewhere else on the side to like have it. So you have like Renee's like big like 8 monitor setup because it's the greatest.
So
But
Yeah.
it's got like like YouTube here and like a whole bunch of like 4 video cams here and then like an emulator playing Pokemon on the side and stuff like that. Like
And a
ev-
current PowerPoint project.
yeah, and she's
everyone,
spun to the side like working on her drones.
so your cooks, your cashier, they're all very shooken up with what just transpired.
Oh, Cameron is hunting the Joker guy.
All right.
Sure.
Oh
I just
yeah,
want to see where he's going, what he's doing, whatever. Fuck him.
oh
I'm
he's walking down the street. Looks like he's heading to a car that quite obviously probably belongs to him since it's like bright purple.
Cool. Yeah, no, I will use my hunt ability. Adam doesn't exactly know what's going on. Neither does Cameron, but I want to track this guy just in case it leads to something. Because yeah, you said this is the second time someone's walked up in here, so I will
Oh yeah,
use
because the Bat Boys did early,
yeah.
previously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my hunt ability to be able to track this dude wherever he goes in the city, whatever that means. If it's me following him from a distance, me
All right, so you
whatever.
make your hunt roll then.
Yeah, I'm hunting this guy down. And also scout, when you gather info to locate a target, you get +1 effect. So it's going to be, well, I guess risky standard, but I guess be risky great because I get +1 for effect.
It is a risky operation because there's a possibility that he'll notice you.
Okay. And then it would bump up to great. All right. There is my roll. 4, 3, and a 2.
Ooh.
So a 4 on a great effect. You tell me what that means.
All right. So you are currently in the process of trying to follow him, shadow his movements, keep an eye on where he's going. What is everyone else gonna be up to in the meanwhile?
I'm trying to calm down the cooks. Any employee in here that's a little shaken, be like,
Okay.
"It's okay." He just
Yeah, I'll go down and help and
All right.
also maybe ask them like what they said before
Um.
uh
Well,
Nate came
yeah, I'm
down.
getting all that as well. Did he
so
threaten you directly? Did he say
no,
anything about the crime that he witnessed? Like what did he say?
no. Basically, you from your staff, you get no. He didn't threaten them at all. He just asked to speak to a manager, and with Corbin not around, they called Nate as next in line, as per normal operations, right? What Mary is worried about though is Jimmy didn't show up for his shift today.
Jimmy, the heart of the operation?
Jimmy Hart,
Yes.
the heart of the operation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Jimmy
son of
did
a
not.
bitch! I should have stabbed him. Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask.
I'm calling Jimmy. I'm sure we have all their phone numbers.
All
has
right.
anyone talked to Jimmy at all today?
They look at each other and like one of the chefs says, my shift's almost over. I tried calling him earlier today when he didn't show. I got no answer.
Uh, do we have his address so that I could like go over and check on him?
You do.
All right.
He is an
Well then,
employee after all.
yeah.
I could see.
Uh,
I could.
Hmm?
Can you
Go.
track Jimmy's phone?
Sure. Probably. I could give it a shot.
I'm
All right.
sure that everyone in the pizza parlor has
Phone
their
check.
own burner pizza phone.
I
So,
did their pizza. I'm gonna say
so
yes, I can track things, but it can be hard in Gotham because you guys have so many just weird stuff. You guys have so much just interference, and there's just so much gobbledygook in like
All right,
the
all right, all right,
space.
all right. Okay.
Anyway, I'll
we know.
try.
Just try. Okay. And let us know what you get. He didn't show up today.
Not good.
Kind of worried.
all right. So Hecate can make her interface or a tune roll. Um, Cameron still just tracking this member of the Joker's gang?
Yes, he is.
Take it. It's a controlled standard effect.
Yes.
Most dice 0.
Hey.
6, 4, 5, baby. Let's go.
So you're getting no signal from his phone, meaning that meaning that it's
Hmm.
either off or no longer functioning.
Yep. So I got nothing but bad news. Either the phone is off, or it's dead, or it's broken and won't send a signal anymore. So I've got nothing.
how about me and
Hey,
Maggie
Mary.
go over?
Where did he go after work?
Probably home, says one of the chefs.
Yeah. How about me and Maggie? We go
Yeah.
check out Jimmy's house. Make sure he's okay.
Okay, you guys do that. I'm gonna do what I can to help Cameron by hacking into street cams and things like that to help him assist on the tracking if needed. If there comes another role.
Well, we have a
Oh,
van. Could he be in the van?
Phone ain't in
I
the
mean,
van.
he
Oh.
didn't
No,
show up
no,
for
no,
this.
no,
So.
no, Cameron.
Oh, Cameron
Oh,
in the
He's
van.
No,
just
okay.
he
not
didn't take the
on
van.
foot,
No, he's on foot.
He's
chasing a
running.
car.
No, he's quick. He knows the city, you
He's-
know?
He's very talented.
Okay.
Yeah.
Busy
All right.
intersections.
Like cat. No
All right,
relation.
then we take the van to Jimmy's.
We do.
I don't
I
feel
could
like
also
walking.
meet them at Jimmy's if gameplay wise that makes sense after I'm done tracking this Joker, man.
Okay,
All right.
so
I don't drive. Not because I can't. I just don't want to. So you got to.
Okay. You can be the
oh,
passenger princess.
Exactly.
so we'll start with Maggie and Nate. You get in the van. You drive to Jimmy's apartment. He rents an apartment. He's on the third floor of this dingy apartment complex. You go to his you go into the apartment. You go to the third floor. You go to his door. You knock on his door. There's no answer.
Jimmy, you in
Oh.
there?
No, I got my lockpick, so I'm just going in.
I'm not even going to ask for a roll for it. It's a crummy apartment. And so you easily pick the lock, and the door opens wide. Luckily, it appears that he's out because there's a deadbolt on the other side that hasn't been used. Looking in his apartment, it looks like a crummy apartment of a single guy.
Yeah.
Like some unwashed dishes in the sink.
Leftover boxes of Eiffel Tower pizza on the tables.
Yeah, a game console and
One of
a tel-
Leaning Tower. Fucking
yeah,
traitor.
like
Jimmy,
an
you
old
broke my heart.
a secondhand couch and a widescreen television with a gaming console in the living room. You know, standard affair, right?
Or Adam's house 10
Is
years ago.
there is there a
Closer.
bedroom?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, I'm
Right.
going in. Fuck it, there's
yeah.
yeah, I'm not waiting to be invited in. I'm gonna
Of
look
course,
around.
dirty clothes everywhere, unkept bed. Doesn't look like there's anything. Well, like the two of you can probably make rolls at this point.
Okay.
Hey,
It,
Hermes. Do you think
a stu-
Batman can go into an apartment without getting invited?
so study and
Hey,
hunt
he's not a
would be
vampire.
Yes, I was gonna say he's not vampire man.
so
Vampire
most
Batman.
yeah. So you're looking for study and survey rolls for this because you're investigating his apartment, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of just looking around because I don't have anything for that. Can I help
I'll do
Hermes?
steady. I have 1 dot in it.
If I help him, can he get another?
Yeah. If you're willing to take the stress to help him, absolutely.
Okay.
It's one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So
You
I'm
shut down
rolling.
vampires so fast. Why are you so sure out of everything? He's not a
I
vampire.
know he's not a vampire. We've never seen him bite anyone's neck.
Yeah, why would he do
Oh
that
my
in
god,
public
we've
like
never
that?
seen
seen
him.
him bite anyone's neck.
Uh-huh.
They're hiding it.
It's the GCPD again.
Oh
What
my
is-
god.
They're all in on it. All right. What's
Please,
the
Hecate, I'm trying to do something here. Okay, 2d6. Or wait, I could just click on the
Study and then add a bonus dice.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
add one bonus.
Controlled
All
standard.
I see. Oh, okay, controlled.
Standard, and then add a bonus die.
Mhm.
And then
All I
roll.
see is controlled. And oh, Okay.
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Clickety,
gotcha.
clickety.
I did the exact same thing. That's why I'm like, yes, just keep hitting the button.
A 4.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
So yeah, looking around his apartment doesn't look like anything that you wouldn't expect to be here. There's nothing real, like no signs of altercation. Nothing. It doesn't look like anyone's broken into the place aside from you
Besides
two.
me.
He'll never know we were here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Probably
No.
not.
We toss the
Okay.
place. You'll still never know.
The man lives like the man lives in like just a slothful mess. So even if
Well,
you lost the place, you probably wouldn't notice.
that's what I was gonna ask, like, where are we? Like,
Um,
on the map, like, where's Jimmy's
it's in
house?
the cauldron. It's like it's
So a couple
uh
blocks
a
away,
couple of
or
blocks. It's walking distance
oh, so we
uh
didn't need to drive.
from the pizzeria. Now it's not a short walk. It's like an
Okay.
hour walk, but it's still a
Oh,
walk.
yeah. No, we drove.
Um, and I don't even know where to go from here. If there's nothing in here, he maybe he just got a little too wasted last night. Maybe
Do you
he's
think we should call up Bullock? Maybe he got pinched.
I don't I don't know. If I think he would have called us with his one call if he
Us?
was put in the
Okay,
slime. Yes. He's the
so
heart of our operation. He would call
Yeah,
us.
he would call his mom to
No,
bail him
well,
out.
you obviously don't know enough about Jimmy because Jimmy's mom died 5 years ago and he's very sensitive about it.
okay, so Cameron is tracking this
That's
member of the
Canada.
Joker, this member of the Joker's gang. He eventually goes into a coffee shop called the Clown Cup, and it's got like this Harlequin clown, kind of like popping out like a Jack in the Box out of a coffee cup, right? And he goes in there, and like you're surveying him as he sits down at a table in there, and to have a cup of coffee. Yeah, I take it you're watching him from the other side of the street or something, or
Yeah,
what?
I can
How?
watch him from across the way. Yeah.
Okay, so um, it looks like he's ordering a coffee, and the barista goes away, comes back with a coffee for him, and like then goes back to her work. But a short time later, the barista comes out on the street and looks around, and like then walks across the street, pretty much right to where you're surveying him from, and like hands you like goes to hand you a brown paper bag. It's got and she says, "Here, it's already been paid for."
I'll just like motion to just like put it down on the table or whatever.
Okay, she just puts it down, and like she goes back to work.
Hmm. It's just like
This is
a
the
brown paper
Joker
bag
in
rolled up.
disguise.
Yeah, right. Assuming it's like
Oh,
rolled up, or
genius.
is it open?
Well, it's a paper bag. It's a
Yeah.
paper bag with the clown cup logo on the side of it,
Yeah.
right?
I guess. Do I have X-ray vision? I don't see it on
Probably
my
not.
sheet. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll slowly, carefully,
Yeah,
with the blast away from me. You know, if I open it and it explodes, it's going to point the other way. I will try to open it and see what's inside.
inside,
I'm sure that paper bag is
you
gonna hold
carefully
the
open
plastic
it.
away.
It all of a sudden, no, just kidding. Inside the paper bag is a honey cruller.
Oh no, the
Uh-oh.
Oh
suspense.
no,
A large
Grace!
cup of coffee,
Okay, wait,
Okay.
One more
honey,
time.
there's a
You
honey
you
cruller and what?
And then it stopped. Yeah.
and
You froze.
a cup of coffee. My bad.
Okay.
okay.
And just like with a Starbucks, where like they typically write your name on the side of it, a name has been written on the side of the cup of coffee. Stalker.
Oh my god.
This guy's a fucking joker, dude. Like, what are we talking about here? Okay. I'll like, I'm not gonna move. Cool, you saw me, so good to know, bud. I see you too. So I'll just roll the bag back up and just like, I don't know. Is there a homeless guy? I'll give it to him, and I'll keep watching the
Okay.
Joker.
All right.
It's
Like
Gotham City. Yes, there's
he's
one, two.
enjoying his coffee. Occasionally he looks out the window. He probably doesn't see exactly where you are, but he does a happy hand wave and smiles.
I point finger guns at him. I'm just doing the thing, you know. That's fine. He knows I'm here. Cool. I'm not leaving.
Mhm,
You know, what are you
mhm.
gonna do?
I know. He does the happy hand wave. He kind of like does this sort of deal, waving you to come in.
Oh, really? He wants me to come in? Okay, here's a question though.
Uh,
Because like we have a fake restaurant as a gang base. Would I assume that the Clown Cup coffee place is also a front for maybe the Joker's gang?
Probably.
Yeah. I will go across the street. I'm assuming there's outside seating. I will sit outside
All right.
and tell him,
So,
like, wave him over.
all right. So he picks up his coffee and like walks out. The towering man like walks over to the small little table outside the coffee. You're fairly certain this is probably a front for the Joker's gang, although Renee would know for certain because she's the one with the thumb drive with all those details on it, right? Oh
Wait,
no,
was
that's
it
for
for them? That's for the
that's
Bat
for
That's
the
for Bat
Boys.
Sons of
Boys.
Batman.
Yeah.
That's the Bat
Or
Boys.
Yeah.
sorry, some.
My bad. He sits. He says, "Is this seat taken, friend?" He says,
No, go right
and
for it.
like so he sits down across from you, sipping his coffee. And he says, "It's like it's good to see a friendly face." He says with a smile.
Yeah, you love all the fun, colorful people in Gotham.
Yeah,
You have
indubitably.
yeah,
It's like,
great. I'll just be like, all right, so here's the problem, Gray, is that Adam is low on the details of what happened between Nathan and this guy. So
yeah.
I don't actually remember what he said. So I'll be like, so you had pizza earlier today? What was that? Did you enjoy it? What was that all about?
Oh no, I'm lactose intolerant. He says, I can't have pizza.
Hope there's not cream in that coffee. All right.
Oh no, it's black. He says with a smile. But no, I came over because I wanted to report a crime as a concerned citizen, but I fear the Gotham the Gotham City Police Department would not take me too seriously. Not that I blame them.
I don't know why you'd
Why
go to
so
a pizza
serious?
place. Yeah. But
Oh,
what's your problem, concerned citizen of Gotham?
see, I witnessed a kidnapping of one of your employees, and I thought that I should probably report it to you.
All right. Any more details would be I'll take out like a notepad and a pencil, pretend like I'm taking a report. All right. So let me know everything you got, and I'll make sure to follow up on this.
Well, I witnessed a uh, a bunch of the those hoodlums, those bat boys, pull up in a van and grab this young man who was wearing one of your pizzeria shirts off the side of the street.
Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Budget the
Um,
operation.
when about when did this happen? How long ago? What time? Do you see what they
Oh,
look
earlier
like?
this evening, he says. It's actually probably a few hours ago. He says, it took me a while to figure out where your pizzeria was. It's not a very well known place. He says.
Yeah, rent's cheap. Uh, okay, appreciate it. Do you know where they are? Any
I'm
idea?
afraid I don't. That's why I wanted to report it. But like, I figured, being the concerned citizen type I am, he says with a chuckle, that if the police wouldn't upon me my testimony, perhaps they would act upon yours. It,
All right, appreciate it. I will take this into further investigation. Is there anything you are looking for out of this, or are you just a helpful Gothamite? Gothamite? Gothinian.
I'm just a
Gotham
upstanding,
citizen.
concerned Gotham citizen. He says. After all, we citizens of Gotham here in the Cauldron have to stick together.
Sure. I appreciate it. If I'll let you know, let me know. Sounds good.
Like, no, A like lifts his cup be a stranger, he says
Oh,
with a laugh.
yeah, I'll take you up on that. And I guess Cameron will take his. I'll put my note back in my front pocket because I have a shirt on my pocket shirt now. And I'll start heading back with that information. Obviously, I'm talking to Renee because she's in my ear anyways. So,
Yeah. Is the coffee any good?
oh, I didn't taste it. No, absolutely no way.
Fuck. Fine. Anyway, I already have Bat Boys' location. Don't worry about it.
There's
I
just
pulled
a
it all
dead
up.
homeless man on the street now.
Yeah, so I got a
It's a
lead.
normal coffee.
Yeah, right. That's probably fine. So all right, Renee, I think I got a lead on what happened to Jimmy. Maybe the others found some clues.
No, I mean, yeah, while this
No.
is all going on, we would have already said, yeah, Jimmy's not here. We
This is
can't find him.
Hermes. We've got nothing.
Oh my god.
Jimmy's not here. We don't see anything. You have any
Incredible
luck,
is-
Artemis?
That's just what I said.
And he just like puts the notepad in his pocket. Oh yeah, the Bat Boys got him.
Oh, I guess we kind of should have put that together. But can we really trust someone who praises the Joker?
I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are they being so helpful?
Yeah, he kind of went out of his way.
So, I have a question. In my
pro
list of
quo?
my giant document of information that I have on the Bat Boys, do I know if the Bat Boys have done anything to piss the Jokers off lately?
Considering who the two groups idolize at each other's throats.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so yeah, Renee will be like, I mean, like, I don't know a ton about like every single like guy in Gotham because you guys have so many of them. Why is there a guy with the ketchup and the mustard? Like, I don't understand. There anyway.
guy's a legend.
Yeah. What? You know what? I don't think I want to know. I don't
You
think I want
leave
to know.
Condiment King alone, okay?
Why is that his name? Who did this? Who hurt his man? Get him a therapist. He'll be fine. Anyway, also keep him away from fairs. I think he got too into the hot dogs. Uh, regardless. Anyway, the likelihood that they're like that's probably like legit, pretty high. Just because fuck you, you know. I bet we could go to the Bat Boys and ask them like, hey, you got any information on the Jokers? And they'd be like, let me tell you a story, you know.
Also,
Anyway,
though,
I got it.
Hmm.
They're over on this location.
from that last job we did, we know everything about the Bat Boys. We know where their
Mhm.
hideout is. We know all
Yeah.
about the operation, so it shouldn't be super hard to make this happen.
All right.
So yeah,
So
I'll sift through my information and I'll find out the most likely locations, like their general bases and things like that, of where they would have someone kept.
Do you want to start with the
Operation
one?
Get Our Heart Back is on.
Do you want to
Steal
start
your
with the
heart.
ones that are closest to your location, or do you want to have a more broad search?
You also know that a
Let's start-
van he got picked up in a van, so maybe
That's true.
Is there
Hmm.
one near? Because did this Joker goon say if he was picked up outside of our pizza place or outside of his
I
apartment?
think it was our
I
pizza
think he meant
place.
as he was walking to work. So it could have
Okay.
just been anywhere.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
So maybe if there's
So-
one near us while we're, on the way back.
All right. So, if Renee will make an interface roll for me, or better yet, a
Interface.
study. My apologies.
Not as good, but that's fine. I take a controlled standard again.
Yep.
Do I get a bonus die because we already have this information? And
Yes.
it's things that we have. I get one bonus die?
Yeah. One bonus die.
I'll
You got
take it.
because you're sifting through information that you already have.
Yep. 2 5s and a 3.
All right. So, suspected location that of a possible hideout for the Bat Boys is um a old warehouse that what is it, along the Finger River, which is on the north side of the cauldron. So it's a bit it's quite a few blocks away from your location, but it is the closest place that you have a lead to. There are ones that there are other locations that extend beyond the cauldron, but that appears to be, at least to Bullock's information, to be
Be what? Sorry, be less
You broke
likely.
up
Cut
there.
out.
What'd you say?
A suspected hideout, according to Bullock's information. The
Okay.
closest one.
Yep. So I will give them the information for the closest one.
Mhm.
To check that out.
Oh,
And
do we want to make it a
while
heist though, or do you just want to go stop by? Because there might be full heist. Get in there, get him out. A full
I think
operation.
the safest
I
option is full heist. Renee
Yeah.
will posit full heist is best option, but turn and look at Nate.
I think that's right. We should.
Well, in prepping for that heist, can I like try to scope it out a little bit? Like, do we know all of the entrances and exits and all that stuff?
You can case if that's what you're asking for.
You cut out.
Case
I'm
it.
What?
sorry, my internet really sucks this evening for some reason or
Oh,
other.
it's okay. Look,
It's
it
okay.
Uh,
happens.
I
yeah.
just didn't hear you.
Okay, so you can case the joint, the outside of the joint,
Yeah.
before you move in to get a better idea as to various possible access points, right?
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. Oh, did I roll something?
Okay. That would probably be, since you're casing the joint, a survey roll.
Oh, survey. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Less sneaky and more.
if I have nothing in that, because last time I was able to use prowl, so that's why I was trying to do it. But
Okay. Well,
if I can't, if I have to use survey and I don't have anything in it,
well,
do I still
if
just roll one?
so, if you can come up with a good description as to how you are using Prowl to case the joint, I'll let you roll it, right? I'm
Oh,
just giving a suggestion as to what the standard die roll is. Everyone should feel free to come up with creative uses for their various other skills.
Hmm.
yeah. Normally, like for the last one, like I get up to the rooftop, scope the place out, and just do that. But
Right.
if it's still like survey, like that's fine. I just don't have anything in it, and I don't
So,
If you have no
do.
dots, you roll 2 and take the lesser one.
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Uh, The, the entire idea of the
It's
blade,
risky, right?
yeah,
Or
the entire idea of the Blades in the Dark system is you can pretty much use any skill for any thing you're trying to accomplish, provided you can come up with a creative good enough reason as to why to use it, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know what to. I'm
Hmm?
because I have nothing in it. Would I put 2 bonus
Well, he
die?
said you could prowl if you can just make it a reason
Yeah.
why it would be
Can
prowl.
you argue while you prowl?
Oh,
Yeah, if you say you're
Yeah,
prowling around being sneaky to look at things,
yeah,
you can do that.
well, I mean, yeah. Well, that was kind of what I did the last time whenever we,
yeah. Okay.
broke into the Ace Chemicals place. But
All
if
right. No, 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 that's fine. That's fine. So you're sneaking around, trying to get a good view as to what's going on there, where you can possibly get in, where you can possibly get out. You can make a prowl roll then.
Ooh, also, we'll get to explain what our heist clothes look like, everybody. We haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Oh, our proper heist
yeah, we
clothes
were in
Civies last time.
and disguises and stuff.
what?
Okay. So security is relatively light. You count maybe 2 people outside of the warehouse, patrolling the area. There's multiple access points. It's an old warehouse. There's bay doors. There's emergency exit fire doors. There's the main doors. Uh, there are a few broken windows on the second floor, second story. You could easily get through. There's a lot of access points. It's an abandoned warehouse effectively, right?
Okay.
So, and as I said, security, you've only counted 2 people who seem to be on a regular patrol. around the area. Which,
2 people on regular patrol.
yeah, can't make out what they're wearing, but they're definitely doing a patrol because you've seen them follow the same route at least 3 times while you're investigating.
I'll
Take
try
it.
to keep note of that pattern.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I relay that to everybody.
Cool. So you're gonna go full heist on this, from the sounds of it. Is that right?
think
It's
so.
time.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
I wrote down what I looked like a week ago, but now I don't know where I put it. Oh, I think this is it.
We're still in planning stage. It's all good. We got
That's
time.
all of it.
I just didn't
So-
want to write it again.
It's the planning stage. You suspect that Jimmy might have been kidnapped and is now being held inside this warehouse.
In
You
the
know- Go
in
ahead.
the casing, I didn't see anyone that looked like Jimmy.
You
Leaving or
didn't.
coming or going. What if he's not the heart of our operation? Someone else.
You didn't. You did see. You didn't see anyone going like in and out of the warehouse or anything. Although you did catch glimpses of there being light inside the warehouse. Not a steady one, maybe a flashlight or something similar. So there is some activity in a warehouse that should otherwise be abandoned, right? Okay. So going into heist planning mode,
Okay.
you think Jimmy's been kidnapped. You think that he's being held at this warehouse. You know that there is some security, but it appears to be minimum around it. There's multiple access points for getting in. How do you want to go about this heist? It looks like it's a retrieval mission. Is that right?
Yeah. Try to get our guy
Hopefully.
out. Mm-hmm.
We don't even know if he's at this hideout.
Hopefully.
No, we don't know, but it's the most likely. So based
It's
Yeah.
the
on
one
intel,
we've
we're gonna take it.
cased.
We're
Mhm.
talking about the Bat Boys. They're not gonna take him to a far off location.
And if
Or
not, we just fuck up
taking
the
him-
Bat Boys, and it's fine either way.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
we got a win-win situation going here. We can get Jimmy and bruise him, or we can go there, find a little something extra, and bruise him.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
We're all for
All
bruising
right.
the bad boys.
So with that in mind, who is actually going to be on the ground in this operation? Who's being the eyes in the sky? How are you planning to go in?
I am a hands-on B&E type gal.
Okay.
I'm not.
I will, and by hands-on, I don't mean physically fighting anyone. I just mean I need to have my hands on the door to unlock it.
Well, you said there's only 2 guards, right? Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 guards. They kind of walk in this pattern right here, and I'll like scribble on one of our napkins. I'll turn it so the logo's not on the top, and I'll write on the opposite.
Please, we have a large sheet of like grid paper that we have like drawn like a
This is
D&D
fine.
map.
This is fine. This is fine. Here,
No,
over
we
here.
need to make it look good. Otherwise, you can't
Oh my
see.
god. Fine.
yeah.
Okay.
There's a whole like map of like what the place like as far as Renee could get for. Okay. Also for pre-stuff, blueprints. Can I find in our stuff? Is there any information on the building that they're in?
There's some photos of the outside of it.
Okay, and
If-
yeah, so there's
if
nothing else
that
about the
helps.
interior. Okay.
No.
Yeah, we
Commissioner
would have had
Gray,
to.
I would
Yes.
like to do some research and find if there's anyone that the Bat Boys are like trading with, maybe selling something to, buying something from, anyone that they do business with.
Okay. That's actually a pretty cool idea. You know what? Make a. Let's see. What would be appropriate?
Just to give you all an idea of what I'm looking for. What if I can disguise myself as that person and then just walk in?
Okay. So we'll go with everyone can come up with like a planned action for this operation. So that your planned action is you want to find out who they've been doing business with and
Yeah.
try to work on that. What does Cameron want to do as pre-planned or plan for this operation?
So, using his abilities to track people very good, or even potentially using a camera drone, find out the most likely spot that they would be keeping a prisoner, just so we don't have to waste a lot of time going from place to place. If I'm like,
Okay.
these are the specific places he probably is, I would like to know those.
So Maggie's planning stage was to actually go case the joint,
Mm-hmm.
if that's fair, and getting all these details about the patrol route and access points.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
we probably would have been working.
You probably been in a worse place right now if you hadn't done that already. And what's Renee doing?
Renee, I think.
Are you going to get more paper blues from City
Yes,
Hall?
absolutely. I know I'm going to Staples. I'm getting just some pens and some paper pads. No, I am yeah, I'm probably trying to do it online just to see what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm trying to think about it. Um I want to see if they have any cameras or anything inside that I can try and access under the hopes that because the Joker's a chaotic monster, they don't have a lot of tech. And so at least they don't have a me, you know? They don't have like a tech guy, but they have like some basic surveillance stuff that I can get my grubby hands into. Sorry,
Okay,
my perfectly manicured hands into. Thank
so
you.
so let's go back down the list. So Renee, make your interface roll.
Yes, Commissioner Gray, sir, I did the really smart thing and I closed my character sheet to look at some stuff. So give me like 2 seconds to interface myself into okay, controlled. Is it so it's controlled not risky?
It is controlled because this is before you're actually going in there hot, right?
Okay, so controlled standard. 0 bonus die, although I would have asked if
Ooh.
a
Ooh,
bonus die could have been given for having the information on them, but I don't need it because I rolled a 6, 4, and a 2.
okay. So from all your observations, there's no power going to the building, no running water. All the utilities have been turned off, but you managed to ping several cellular signals from inside the building.
Okay.
I
So
feel
there
like
are.
everything in the cauldron like every building has no power, so we count ourselves that we have all this electricity.
What do you expect? No, but
That's thanks to Corbin, shout out.
there's
Electroman.
definitely several
Oh yeah.
because you can detect several active cell signals from inside the building. You know that there are people inside for certain at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Can we
and
get how many people are in there?
you count 5 active cell signals.
Yeah, so there's 5 cell signals, so there's at least 5 people and not including Jimmy.
Yeah, his phone's off, so that's
Oh
definitely
yeah,
not
his
including
phone.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, going down the list. You were trying to figure, or we have Cameron who is trying to figure out where he thinks is the most likely area that they would
Keep a hostage, yeah.
keep a hostage.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think an appropriate role for that would be?
Well, I'm going to use Hunt because Hunt a target, gather information about its location is in the
Okay,
description.
fair enough.
Again, if we want to say I used, I have a little camera drone, which is technically like my hound companion. He can go in there in case I can't get in there. But yeah, we'll do a Hunt, controlled, great, because I have the scout ability, so that goes up 1 effect. And no bonus dice. So 2, 4, and a 3. So 4 with great effect.
All right. So there's. It depends if they want hostage near a possible escape route, or do they want to keep them as far away from a escape route as possible? if they're not concerned about their hostage escaping, but they themselves want to be able to escape with said hostage, they would probably keep them close to the bay doors of the warehouse. If they wanted to make sure their hostage remains secure, even if they tried to escape and would have difficulty escaping the warehouse, there's a second story of the warehouse happens to have a set of offices that overlook the open floor of the warehouse area, and likely candidate as the second option.
All
Okay.
right. Yep. Bay doors and upstairs. Gotcha.
All right. And as for Nate, you were trying to figure out what's going on with the Bat Boys, aka the Sons of Batman, with who they're doing business with, right?
Yep, I want to find a friend that I can either disguise myself as or like just kind
Start with
of
start with a consort roll to gather your information, your intel.
okay. Ooh, I like that. Um, this is controlled.
Yes.
Okay. Standard. Do we get any bonus die since we do have the info on them already?
That's what's kind of like letting it be a controlled event,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Cool. Ooh,
Okay.
thank you for those extra dots.
So what you managed to discern is somebody has recently been supplying the Bat Boys with firepower and information. You're not certain as to who's doing it, but somebody's been providing them with both information and weapons, and kind of like pointing them in the direction of the bliss trade.
Okay. I don't know who,
That
so I can't
is.
really
I
take
will
that
remind
ability.
you, John, that after the end of last episode, when everyone ran away because Payback attacked, you did steal the drug dealer's drugs and money.
I did.
You did. Just a heads up.
But it seems like the Bat Boys are trying to eliminate or put a stop to the bliss trade,
Maybe
not
don't try to give them bliss.
not the
Yeah.
other way around.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay. All right. I'll I have an idea.
Looks
Okay.
to time and
I have an idea.
Okay. So now that you have done your plan, you don your costumes, and who is approaching the where? Who is
I
staying
will
behind?
Explain what you look like. Well, damn, you're doing the sneaky talking to people thing. I guess you don't have your outfit
well
on.
my work clothes
Mhm.
are pretty normal. Black pants, black dress shirt, and a white tie. I'm
Okay.
very simple. Well, the sleeves are pulled up to my elbows, and I'm just very simple. Like there's nothing
so
you
we're
would
all
look
in
at.
tech wear and you're businessman.
Yep, I'm the businessman. That's
This
me.
is correct. This checks out.
hmm
And
I'm
all he's got like briefcase, and he's just shouting business, business, business.
bus- business, 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 business. Yes. I'm going to approach the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
And I assume that Cameron and Maggie will be behind me, like not with me, but like
Oh no no no
overlooking.
no no.
Or where are you?
I'm in the rooftops.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't mean like
approaching from
literally right.
above.
I didn't mean like literally right behind me. I meant like looking down on.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what.
I could see you from where I am. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. You're doing good. Yeah.
Doing great, sweaty.
All right.
Perched on a rooftop ledge, Nyx has her really long pigtails tied up into little space buns. She's wearing like a tight black like jacket that's all buttoned up this time, and some like techie cargo pants, like just all black, some little purple accents,
All right.
like a
Yeah.
moon and a star.
And what is Cameron up to dressed as?
Cameron is the suit is maybe it's a tech version of the other suit, but it's basically, I mean, it's a burglar suit, so it's all black, armored leather sort of an idea. It's got a very long, it's like a trench coat that almost turns into a cape kind of an idea. He's got like the little tech, kind of like Batman animated series, how he has white eyes, except for Cameron has them in their tech, and he's got I guess cat ears, but really it's communication. You know what I'm saying? It's not. There's a radio in there.
Yeah.
It's not just for cat
Cat
ears, but it does.
communication.
It does. Yeah, it does look like
Cat
cat ears.
communication.
Communication.
But basically, black
Cat communication.
Thank you.
black
Thank you.
tech
Thank you. Thank you.
Catman suit, but it's not Catman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what the idea is. Oh, and I also, well, I'll talk about what I have on me whenever we get there. My load is gonna be definitely be normal. I look like I'm coming to
Yeah.
fuck people up.
Okay, so if Nate is making his way directly to the warehouse, he will be stopped by the security patrol that is making constantly patrolling around. They quickly approach as they notice Nate. The two of them are not security guards. They're clearly members of the gang. One of them is wearing what appears to be a flak vest with like a a crudely painted Batman logo on it, and the other one is wearing like a hockey helmet, and he's got like a vinyl sticker on the side of it that has the Bat logo on it.
Okay. I'll walk up to them and say, "Hello, I'm just a concerned citizen who I heard that there were some heroes around the block looking to take care of the bliss trade going on around here."
It's like they look you up and down. Get out of here. This is private property.
Yeah, and you don't want to. I thought you were here to help out the big guy, huh?
The
You don't want to get a little bust going on?
the
Big guys,
one that's
Batman.
making wearing the vest kind of like gives you a shove. Piss off.
How about you just let me in? Let me talk to the boss. That's all I want.
So one of them like that looks to the other. You can make a sway roll for me at this point.
Yeah.
You're trying to persuade.
Yeah. I'm just a concerned citizen. Risky standard, blah blah.
This is risky.
I got a 6.
Nice. So they look to one another and one of them pulls out a cell phone and sends a quick text message to somebody.
You know, it'd be a lot faster if you just directed me inside.
Meanwhile, what is Renee? Renee, I take it, is working the operation from somewhere safe.
I haven't left our base. I'm still sitting there. I've got all my firewalls and stuff. I'm sitting there with the kids downstairs making me some garlic nuts, and I'm sitting there eating having pizza.
So no costume, just like in some comfy pajamas
Oh
and
my
some
god.
Crocs.
Like, yeah, I've got like these hot pink Crocs, the comfiest like sweatpants you've ever seen. A cute little crop top and like a plaid like pullover, basically like a pullover button up that isn't buttoned up. Hair is pulled up into like a nice like a cute pink scrunchie. And she's
Yeah.
kind of like leaned over her desk, like clicking around as she's
Yep.
doing things.
Okay, fair enough. And you just you're listening to audio of what's going on, keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, keeping comms up, keeping comms clear from anybody else if
Yeah,
any about interfering.
from your interface roll earlier, you know that a text message was sent from somebody just outside of the warehouse to somebody inside the warehouse.
Do I know what it says? Can I like be reading all their messages?
It's like, yeah, make another interface roll for me for that one.
Valid and fair. How about I instead get rid of one of my interface points by accident? Uh, but
What if?
6, 2, and 3.
All right. So
Whoa, 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 whoa. Put me on D6s any day, baby.
the message is very simple. It's like, boss, can you come out here? There's someone that wants to talk to you.
Yeah, so you gotta quiet in ear. So like, hold on, I'll have my mic changes on. Great news. The theoretically is coming out to see you. But be on your guard because I don't know what coming out to see you means.
I'll go outside.
Meanwhile,
I don't want him out here. Damn it. Okay.
so Cameron and so Cameron, along with Maggie, you're watching as Nate is talking to these two people, or these two security or bat boys, whatever you want to call them, outside of the warehouse. So it looks like the patrol has been distracted. What are the two of you doing?
Okay, I wanna. So, was he able to determine where the best place in the building would be to
2
hold
spots.
somebody?
He's got two spots in mind. If they are concerned about having to flee with their hostage, it would be near the back bay doors of the warehouse. If they just want to make sure that the hostage can't get away, then it would probably be one of the upstairs offices.
Since I'm on the rooftops, I'm probably try to make my way to one of the upstairs offices. Are you
That would be
also
a
on the roof?
Yeah, or he's outside the building or on the roof, one of the two. Yeah, yeah.
all right. So that would be a prowl roll for Maggie.
Okay. Risky, controlled, desperate, fortune,
Risky
risky, standard.
standard.
Yeah. 5.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna
So
sneakily wake my.
you sneakily make your way across the rooftops, trying to get to your destination, and it's taking you a little bit longer than normal, probably because you're about worried about making noise or somebody noticing you. I'm gonna actually switch our scene over to this one.
Oh yeah, let me go to heist mode. Yeah.
We have heist mode, baby.
And what is Cameron doing?
I am resizing the photo in OBS. No. Cameron is going to take a prepared position because it's an empty warehouse. I'm assuming that there are tall rafters, correct?
Right.
Cameron has set up a nest. Let's just call it that for now. A nest in the top of the rafters in the dark where no one can see him.
Mhm.
And I am providing overwatch for Maggie, and I am ready to help if things go down in a very specific way.
I was about to
Okay.
sing so many songs, and none of them were the Overwatch song. I got Avengers.
But I have the full view.
Yeah.
My assumption, I have the full view of everything, and I know exactly where the spot. So I have eyes on everything that is important that I need to be able to see.
All right. So Nate waits for a few minutes as everyone's getting into position. And then this really large man that looks like he should be a linebacker for a football team makes his way out of the warehouse. He's got he, he's barrel chested, and he, the button down part of his the shirt he's wearing, he actually has a physical tattoo of what looks like the Batman sign or logo. on his chest
Oh.
and he approaches the two other members of the gang and like looks at them and then looks at Nate and says, "What's this all about?"
I heard you guys are looking for more information where you can find and bust some bliss trade. And I'm just saying I might have a little information that might be for sale. But your guards here obviously don't want to work with me. They don't care about this neighborhood. I'm over here trying, just as a concerned citizen, trying to help you guys, and they're trying to push me.
'Cause he like looks at the two of them, are, and then looks back to you. Are you serious? This is what you called me out here for? He kind of like rolls his eyes a little and says, "This is, I don't have time for this." It's like, get the information out of him. If he gives you a hard time, shoot him and throw him in the river. And with that, he like turns and he starts walking away.
Wow. Well, I'll get my fishing rod, I guess.
So the two guys like bat
Thanks for
boy
that.
another, and one of them then like reaches behind them behind and pulls a like a Glock out of their belt and kind of holds it gangster style at you, and proceeds to say, "Spill the beans." He hasn't even pulled the safety off of it. He's that incompetent.
Ah, okay. Alright. Um, okay. Things aren't
Or he
going
had
as
it in
how I planned.
his belt with the safety off, which would even dumber.
Yeah.
Can you ask him
Uh,
if he had a Switch? For like personal
um,
reasons.
You know, like I gotta know. Did he really? We can fix him. We can make him better. I'm just saying.
I'm just, I can't say anything because they're right in front of me, but I'm just over here like, shut the fuck up, Renee. One
You
second.
gotta
I'm looking at my loadout here.
you have a gun pointed at your head.
I do.
It's it's pointed like gangster style. The first thing I'd ask for is for you to see if you can figure out whether the safety's on.
Oh my
Hmm.
god.
Can I uh can I make a study roll to
Sure,
decide if that safety is actually on?
sure. If you succeed, the safety's on because this guy's incompetent. If you fail, the safety's off.
But he's
Which,
still incompetent.
but he's more dangerous now.
What?
That's
Let's
a 6.
go! Yeah, single
Oh yeah,
one and done, baby.
he has not turned the safety off on his gun that he's got pointed at your head.
Okay. Just one of them has a gun pointed at me.
Yeah, the other one's kind of like watching nervously.
All right. I'm going to try to appeal to that guy, the nervous kid. Be like, is this really how you want things to go down here? I'm trying to help you guys out, and you want to shoot me?
He kind of like nervously looks at his friend and he goes, "Matt, it's like, come on, man. It's like we didn't sign up for this. It's like we just." And then he looks to you imploringly. Just tell him what he wants to know. Nobody needs to get hurt.
And you know what I want? I want to go
Sway roll.
inside so we don't have. I don't know how many bugs are out here. I don't want to talk to you out on the street like this. How many cops are around the corner right now watching us do this?
Make a sway roll for this.
Do. Can I push myself on this?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's one bonus dice, right?
Yep.
3 and
All
a
right.
5.
I
And is that
think
1 or 2 stress that I take?
that would be. I think. Let me just check here.
You take 2
I
to
think
push
it's
yourself. Hmm.
Yeah.
2. Okay.
So like the one guy says the guy who has the gun pointed at you. Why did you have to say my name? Come on, man. Be a bit more like professional here. He says.
Please, they're
The
so
guy.
cute. We can fix them. We can totally fix them. Look at them. Look at their little Little useful faces. They think they can be such good criminals and they're so bad we can
Shut
fix
up,
them.
shut up, shut up, shut up,
Hecty.
shut up.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
The
I'm
line's
just saying.
clear.
it's like, well, we should, he came to us, man. Says the one who's not pointing a gun at you. It's like he says he's got like valuable information about the police. Isn't that what we all signed up for? Get that stuff, that junk off the street. Like, what would Batman do?
Yeah, I take one step closer to the gun. What would Batman do?
He'd suck your blood.
I'm noticing that the boss didn't invite them inside, and we haven't gone inside. Now I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah. So the guy, the one that's called Matt, from what you can tell, and has got the gun pointed at your head, like looks hesitantly at his friend, and then looks back at you, and he goes, and he does that sort of fuck, and like he proceeds to like take the gun out and put it back in his belt. He says, "Come on!" And like he grabs you roughly by one of your arms and starts walking you to the warehouse.
Okay.
All right. Go back to Maggie, who's managed to clamber on top of the rooftop and has quietly made her way across it, making her way towards the second floor offices. I imagine. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you get your way. You make your way over to the outside windows of the second floor offices, and you peer inside. The offices have not don't appear to have been used in quite some time. As I have already explained, there is no power to to the warehouse. There doesn't appear to be any activity in the. This appears to be a dead end with finding Jimmy.
He's
They
not in the
must.
offices, guys. He's got to be somewhere else.
Yeah, he's downstairs near the main doors. Actually, hold on. I got my heist voice. He's downstairs near the main doors.
Oh my god.
Let's
And,
go.
and what's Cameron doing?
Cameron is still up in his. I'm just gonna call it what it is, in his sniper nest position. Because
Fair
the
enough.
one fine piece of equipment I get is a fine long rifle. So let me tell you what I'm doing up here. But so I have a look out of the whole place. We know he's not up here. I know that the
Yeah.
most likely position is down near the main doors. Do
Mm-hmm.
I see anything? I know that there's a guy walking in and out. Hermes is dealing with people on the outside. But as all this is going down, do I see other people? Do I see movement? Do I see anything happening?
What do you think an appropriate role for that would be?
I'm gonna guess survey because I'm just looking to see what's going on in the room, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I would say controlled.
Yes,
Okay,
because
controlled standard.
you're in a safe position.
Yeah,
Nobody knows where you are, and like you're surveying the area with a scope.
that's a 6, baby. One roll and it's a 6. Let's go. What's happening?
All
One
right.
and done.
So you're searching around. You watch as the two guards appear to be leading Nate into the warehouse. You catch a glimpse of the near the offices on the second floor, and talking and making a signal that it's a no go for like that's not where Jimmy is, obviously. But the part that worries you, the part that concerns you, is there's somebody on another nearby rooftop. You only catch a faint glimpse of, who appears to also be surveying the area, who disappears moments later. You just catch the faintest glimpse of the shadowy figure as they disappear into the darkness.
I'll say over the comms. Oh, we're not alone. We're not alone. There's someone else here. I gotta get this frog out of my throat. We're not
I
alone.
know. I'm literally walking in with
No,
the.
there's somebody else.
So,
Okay, I'm on it.
knowing Knowing that he's no longer in the second floor offices and we established him outside on the windows, I have a special ability called Gymnast, and it says that I can push myself to perform a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman. And I want to try and maybe parkour between buildings to like get down to ground level and make my way towards the spot where we believe
That
he's being
sounds
held now.
that sounds awesome. I like that a
Okay.
lot.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
is that a finesse roll or is it a prowl roll? What are
It says it's a special ability.
Okay, so
Um,
then like since you're
Prowl
taking it,
says I can traverse obstacles and stuff unseen, run,
then I'm
jump,
not
tumble.
for now. I'm not even going to ask for a roll. You basically parkour your way down from the top of the warehouse, making your way towards the bay doors near for the warehouse.
Heck
But you
yeah.
All
take
right.
2 stress though, right?
And
Because you have to push yourself. Is that
it's
how
two
that works?
stress.
I mean,
If it says you have to push yourself,
I do
yes.
have to push, yes.
Okay.
All right.
I'm taking that
So
ability next.
Working my way towards
oh
some
boy.
trauma, guys.
Just
So
go de-stress. It's fine.
we're
Yeah, it's cool.
going to so
We'll go to the
Nate,
Abbey Rowan concert.
Nate, you're brought
Let's
into
go.
the warehouse and are being walked across the main the main warehouse floor. Looking around, you see multiple crates packed with straw that as along with several members of the Sons of Batman gang who are currently taking out what looks like heavy like it, we're talking about military grade hardware out of these crates, like the types of guns that you don't like seeing on the streets of Gotham. You know what I mean? We're
That's
talking
what
about assault
sees?
rifles and the like. Assault rifles.
No,
Uh,
who's
uh,
seeing that?
Me.
This is Nate. This is Nate
Okay.
as he's being walked across the warehouse floor, right? And a lot of these sons of Batman or Bat Boys, as you call them, are giving you the stink eye as you're being led across. They're not stopping you because you're being led by the two guards, but they don't know why you're here, effectively, right? And as you're being brought across the um, the warehouse floor, I need Renee to make an interface roll for me.
As
Aye,
I'm
aye.
walking with them, I just want to start making some like side comments. Like, I thought there'd be more of you hanging from the ceiling. Interesting that
Tracks.
you guys weren't invited to come in, but okay.
Stop trying to pick up strays, John.
343.
Okay, so
Hey
give me a
guys, you ever
moment.
wonder why we're here?
Renee,
We're finding
somebody
Jimmy.
somebody is hacking you.
Why would he?
Ah! What? Who the fuck is? Get the fuck out of here!
Several of your screens are starting to go dark, and a different image is starting to emerge upon them.
Get the fuck out! Hold on. No, 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 no. All right. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, I'll do my best to keep up comms. You're kind of on your own. I'm getting hacked, and I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this.
All right, at which point her comm cuts off. And
Big oof.
What about
so
can wait,
Gotta tell you, I'm
guys?
feeling really good
eh,
right now.
Guys, are you still there?
everyone else can communicate, but Renee's been cut off. Renee, as you're trying to put a stop to, you're trying to figure out where the intrusion's coming from and trying to cut your system off from external networks to stop whatever this hack is. More of the screens start going dark, and this image starts emerging on the screens. It's of a peaceful, serene setting with it looks like it's outside with like a walkway pool where like vapors from the water seem to be rising up in the air, and there's a figure behind it dressed in like ancient robes, their eyes veiled with a with a bandage or a wrap around their eyes, and they're kind of like extending their hand out, like some sort of prophet or oracle. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm getting them out of my system. I'm just
All right, so you can make another interface roll for me. This is risky.
okay. Risky standard. I cannot think of a reason I get bonus dice. I can't see what I rolled. A 5, a 2, and a 1.
All right, we'll get
Wait.
that out in a moment.
Oh, never mind.
So we'll ask for another survey roll from Cameron.
Oof, I'm actually not good at this. I'll give you one though.
Whoa.
Survey.
This one's risky now,
Yeah, that's fine.
as the tension is building.
Risky standard. Another 6. Thank Jesus.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
baby.
go.
Okay, so you
Wait.
don't see anything, but uh you catch just the faintest sound as it moves overhead, the thrum of some sort of engine.
So an engine above the building.
No, it just passes over your head, and it's really low, like to the like whatever it is, it's trying to keep beneath radars.
Yeah. But I'm saying, so like I'm in the rafters of the building, I hear something very low above
Yeah,
me. So something's like
like
skimming the top of the.
something
Yeah.
something like there's some vibrations there and the whole 9 yards. Um, and we go back to Nate, who's being walked across the floor. You can see that guy, that big tough bruiser that you this operation, standing there in front of poor Jimmy, who is tied to a like folding chair.
God damn
Like
it, Jimmy.
one of his eyes like swollen shut from bruising. And he said, and he like he sits down, he like pulls up a chair of his own and like is sitting across from him and talking to him. And you catch the last bit of the conversation, which is it's like Jimmy. It's like, I don't want to hurt you, but if you don't tell me what I want to know, I'm gonna have to. And he like puts a hand on Jimmy's shoulder and just squeeze an emphasis. Um, and then
You
he
said this is in
noticed
the middle of the warehouse
this is the other side of the warehouse where like because they
where I'm
walked.
heading.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as he's saying that, he like looks up, sees that his two supposed guards have brought the guy in that he explicitly told them get the information, like get out of him one way or another, and get it, and like throw him in the river, like shoot him and throw him in the river if he won't tell, right? And he like sees this, and he lets go of Jimmy and stands up and says, "What did I?" And at that point, all hell breaks loose as scatter and thing like you can hear metal clinging against the clinging against the concrete floor of the warehouse as a whole bunch of smoke and flashbang grenades go off.
I'm sure that's fine.
All right.
All right,
Uh,
so what are you all doing? That like we got Renee who's busy trying to get out a like stop a cyber intrusion. We have
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, who's up in the rafters and rooftops of a building, observing this. Uh, we have Maggie, who's parkoured her way to the back entrance of the building, and we have Nate that's standing not more than 20 feet away from which from Jimmy. and the boss of this part of the Bat Boys operation when all hell breaks loose. Uh, you're Nate, you're temporarily, and your hearing's all fucked up because of the flashbang, but it's
Okay.
just a momentary effect, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of recovering from it.
Yeah.
First things
So
first.
yeah.
Artemis, the god of the hunt, by the way. I'm gonna click it
Mhm.
off on my little character sheet. The one fine object that Artemis has is a fine long rifle. So the minute shit goes down, he switches his optics to heat vision to see through smoke if there's any issues. And my
Okay.
sniper rifle is out and ready to assist in any way that needs be. But I am ready to shoot from my sniper nest, basically.
All right.
I assume I hear all this as I'm coming
Yeah.
towards the back. I am
Yeah.
going to turn on my sonic dampener. It's a device that muffles the sound in the area that I'm in.
Hmm.
So hopefully they can't hear me approaching. And I have my fine silenced handgun
All right.
out.
So,
I
while
also
Nate
have explosives on me.
hears this all muffled and disoriented, both Maggie and Cameron, Artemis and Nix, hear the sounds of gunfire inside the warehouse as the Bat Boys try to retaliate against whatever's attacking them. And you have thermal graphics on, and you're like looking in the warehouse,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. And I rolled two
Something's
sixes in a
attacking them.
row.
Something attacking them, and it's not coming up on your thermal.
Oh, great. Love that.
All you know
That's bad.
is it's beating the ever living crap out of them and like throwing them around like rag dolls inside the warehouse and disarming them.
It's not. If I switch to normal or night vision, do I see it then?
Um,
Or is it still in the smoke, I
make,
suppose?
yeah, you know what? Make a risky survey roll.
I don't want to do it if it's risky. I'm good. If I can't see it naturally through thermal or I can't see it naturally with natural eyesight, means it's something I don't want to fuck with. I'm good. I will say really quick to Hermes, as shit's going down, I'm like, I know it's going bad, but I got your back. And if you're going to make just letting you know, because we can, hey, flashback. Before we went in, I'm talking to Hermes. I'm like, by the way, I'm going to be up. I'll be providing cover. If shit goes down, throw up two hands and I'll start shooting. We'll flash back to the real time. Basically, whatever you're going to do, if you need help, I am shooting people to help you. I'm not trying to kill people, Gray. I'll shoot them their kneecaps. No kneecaps left. But I am
Okay.
shooting to
Who
help
needs
him
them?
specifically.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
need kneecaps to make pizza.
What is
Overrated.
What is Maggie doing?
Oh, I am making my way in. I know that there's a scuffle happening, but I want to try and be unnoticed. And if I can, I want to get to Jimmy because that is my
All right.
goal. That is why I'm here.
So you're opening the back bay door. Smoke is coming out of it. You can hear gunfire. That you're trying to do that so you don't get shot at and as quietly as possible. I got you.
Yes.
Interface. Renee was a 5. Is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So you're playing a game of cat and mouse. Every time you shut down one of the ports with outside
Mhm.
access, one of the other ones opens up. Seems like, and it looks like whoever is hacking your system is opening ports so that you can't disable their access.
Uh,
So you're playing this game of cat and mouse. You turn off one, another one has already been turned on. It's like fuck. It's like you're playing this like it's a chase basically going
mhm.
on. It's a very frustrating chase.
Yup. My team needs me, and I'm stuck here dealing with the
Okay,
chase.
Nate, you start shaking off the disorientation of the flashbang and smoke, just
Mhm.
like most of the Bat Boys. You can you hear gunfire all around you, and bodies are hitting the floor. What are you doing?
I'm going to the big leader guy. He was right by Jimmy. Where is he now?
He's stood up. He's reaching down for a what looks like an assault rifle.
Okay, I am going to try and use the smoke as cover, and I want to get to Jimmy.
All right. Make a prowl roll for me.
Okay, and I am going to push myself in this. So that will be just 1 dice. If there's 0 dots and I do it this way, it's
Means you get 1.
gonna roll 2, right?
Yeah.
How do I make it just roll 1?
You have 0, but you're using a.
You just
I'm
roll
sorry.
a d6, right?
Yeah, you just roll d6. Just don't
Just
even.
okay, don't even worry about that. Got it.
Yeah.
It was on 5 for a moment, but that's a 3.
Okay. So the as you rush over to Jimmy and you're trying to get him out of the leader sees you and turns to face you, pointing his assault rifle at you.
I put both my
Cameron,
hands up.
Cameron,
Yeah, I'm shooting that
somebody
guy.
is pointing a gun at one of your boys.
And because there's already gunfire, no one's going to know my position. Yeah, I'm taking
And I've got both hands up.
Yeah, there you go. I'm taking a hunt roll.
I'm also there.
I'm a victim, okay? We're victims
I
here.
mean, they react to
excuse me?
us, so we could just both shoot this guy if you want to. I'll shoot first, and then if you want to shoot afterwards, you can. I'm making a hunt roll. Which would be 3. I will push myself to give myself 4 dice.
All right, are you shooting to kill?
Shooting to maim.
Okay.
Listen, I've already got a fucking vigilante after me. I don't need to start piling up bodies and getting more heat.
Okay, fair enough.
Risky standard, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Okay, with
risky.
oh, actually, I get 2 bonuses because it's a fine item, which gives me plus 1d, and I pushed myself, so it's 2 dice. So this is 5 dice to try to take this guy out. Let's see
Heck
what
yeah.
happens. 5, 3,
Shoot
2,
through
3,
both
3.
kneecaps.
So I got a 5 in
All right.
there. That's my best.
So he points the gun at you got a 5, which is partial success with trouble. So he points the gun at Nate. You shoot it. You don't hit him. You don't hit the guy. You hit drops him at that point.
Hit who,
Say
sorry?
that again. You cut out there.
So you manage to hit the gun and
Okay.
he drops it,
Cool.
but you don't hit the guy. So he's still in the fray, right? The gun having been damaged as Maggie finishes opening the door, and you can you as the smoke is clearing, you see Nate with his hands up, standing behind Jimmy, who's tied to a chair, and this big burly linebacker looking guy standing across from them, like having just dropped the gun at this point.
Yeah, using my skills as a gymnast and acrobat, I've been like, flipping around people and obstacles or whatever to try and get as close as I can. And as soon as I can, I'm gonna try and take out this dude's kneecaps with my fine silenced handgun.
Okay. So what do you think your shooting roll will be?
Well, I had assumed finesse,
That works. So you make your finesse roll then.
and then I get +1 for the fine.
Plus
right?
1 dice for fine. Yep.
Yeah.
And this is risky,
Yes.
standard.
Risky standard. Yes.
Yes. Oh no.
Okay.
Well, that's a
I-
firm 2, baby.
I know exactly how this is going to play out.
Oh god.
You do this
Sorry, Nate.
fantastic roll, and
Hit
you
your kneecap.
point your gun, and you turn and you point your guns at the guy's what is it, the back of his knees or his knee? Does that sound about right?
Wait. So Nate was behind.
Yeah.
Nate is standing behind Jimmy, right?
Yeah, and you
So then
roll
Jimmy is
past,
there, and then okay. So I'm rolling
you-
past them to do. Yeah,
you're
sure.
rolling past them, ending up behind this guy, and you turn around to point your guns at the back of his knees. before you have a chance to pull the trigger, something strikes at your hands, and you drop both guns. You have taken one level of harm, and your hand is bruised.
How do I mark harm?
You just click in the
If
box and
you
type in something.
Oh, where it has the harm
Yeah,
3, 2.
yeah,
Wait,
one.
so do I put it in
One of
the
the two
first
boxes
level?
in one. Yeah.
Okay.
Bruised hand.
Yeah, just
Uh,
put like bruised
bruised
hand in
hand.
one of those boxes. Yeah.
Okay.
all right, you you
Can
can
I pick
still
up my
hear.
gun?
Yeah,
Okay.
make a survey roll for me. As
I got
you're
nothing in that, so it's.
Woo!
nothing. You're not nothing. Gotcha. You just pick up your
Well,
gun.
I do have advanced optics, if that helps.
You can
It says it
always roll,
enhances my
but
vision.
so roll 2d6. Keep the lower of the two. Okay.
Okay. All right. Nope.
Nope. All right. So you
With my
just pick up.
bruised hand, I drop it again.
No, no, no. You pick up your guns. There's no
Okay.
problem with picking up your guns.
Oh.
You grab your guns. You can still hear fighting around you. Um, Cameron, you're just keeping a spot on everybody, right? As
Yeah.
best you can.
If I need to shoot
Okay.
again, I'll shoot again. Yep.
As the smoke starts to clear and you're looking around, most of the Bat Boys have been disarmed and are currently splayed out on the ground unconscious.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Nate, the guy who the big burly boss who is like standing across from you looks like he's going to charge you at this point after you see Maggie like roll into the room getting behind him, and you swear she was going to shoot him in the back of the legs, but all of a sudden she yelped in pain and dropped both her guns.
Okay. Oh boy, I don't know. This isn't my expertise. I am going to open up my suitcase that I've got with me, and I'm gonna pull out my own little explosive.
What
And
type of explosive is that?
I want to say it's a flash grenade, but I don't know if we have those. I just have it in my thing. So let's say it's not really an explosive meant for like blowing things up, but it's like one of those like lock explosives. You put it on the lock and then blow it to like just get into a
A
door.
C4?
Is it a C4 that does that?
I know you put a
Blast-
C4
breach
on the
That's a
charge.
wall.
big explosion. You don't
Yeah,
want.
It's a
no,
breaching
this is a
charge.
smaller explosion, a breaching charge.
No, like a
There we
baby
go.
breach.
Are you just trying to intimidate him with something?
Yes, I want to scare him.
Okay. So you reach into your briefcase, you pull out something, you're holding it up, telling it basic, and I take it you're telling him that it's some sort of explosive, right? Make
Well, no, I'm not even gonna tell him. I'm just gonna pull it out, and it's like one of those sticky ones, and I want to throw it at him and stick it to him.
all right. What do you think the appropriate role for this is?
Finesse.
Sure.
One second, I'm looking at this. Finesse and I always subtle misdirection or sleight of hand. Oh, okay, I guess
You
that's not
could.
it.
I don't know your character sheet. You could command and
it
say,
goes
"I'll
for
blow us all
throw.
up" if you don't back up and just command him and try to scare him into it.
True.
It's up to you. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
your character.
Yeah, I kind of already said that I was throwing it though. I feel like that would be going back on what I said.
Flashback. I
Um,
didn't do that.
You can always roll back. There's no problem with that because you haven't
Oh,
decided on what your die roll is. You haven't
okay,
rolled the
okay.
dice.
All right, then we'll go back
Well,
and we'll say that
you did say you're
I'm
trying to you're trying to trick him, right?
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
misdirection, which is finesse. Depending on
Would
how
you
you define the word.
would you give me the
Decide.
finesse?
Yes. If
Okay.
you deceive him, I will let finesse slide this time.
Okay.
He's finessing the situation.
I am
Mhm.
finessing the situation perfectly. So perfect, in fact, that I got a 5.
Woo!
5 on a risky situation. Okay. You hold this out menacingly towards him. You're making a threat, and this guy who's like who's like easily could like tackle you to the ground, and like there's no way you could win a hand-to-hand combat at all with him. Like kind of like looks at you, smirks a little, and then the smirk just disappears from in shock, and like he slowly backs away, raising his hands, and he's muttering something under his breath.
Does he trip over me since I'm still there?
Oh yes, absolutely. He's not he's whatever like he's staring at Nate and like in utter terror, and he's not paying attention to what he's doing. He trips and falls over Maggie at this point. As the smoke begins to fade, and our sniper sees that the leader of the Bat Boys is not afraid of little old Nate and his little bomb.
No, we can't hear you.
Can't
No,
hear
we
you.
can't
Can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
We
Can't hear you.
What is it?
Say it again.
One more time.
And again,
Oh,
you cut
it-
out
sorry.
the drama.
In the drama, I cut out. That sucks. So,
Yeah.
as the smoke begins to dissipate, the sniper in the rafters comes to the realization that the the boss of the gang is backs up in terror, not and stumbles and falls over Maggie. He's not afraid of Nate. He's afraid of the figure who is standing behind Nate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whom is?
Who sits?
I
I'm going. Can I say
No,
that
we
I
can't hear you. No, I can't hear
can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Hey, fix your internet.
What'd you
you.
say?
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
What'd
What'd you
he say?
whisper? What'd you just whisper?
the figure is looming, dark and sinister, wearing a cape and a cowl, towering behind Nate. He is
Oh.
in every he is by far the most terrifying sight in all of Gotham City for any criminal. He
Jim
stands
Gordon.
there. No. He stands there. You swear if Nate turned around, he'd be facing his fixation, his obsession that he's been talking about for like weeks.
But
But
he
Nate
wasn't
is
invited
so
in.
Nate
Fit it in. Blows
threatening this
everything up.
guy with a pencil, basically a pencil sharpener for all intents and purposes. And he's thinking that it's succeeding, but no, the boss of the Bat Boys has basically come face to face with his idol, who is standing there glooming, and without saying a word, the vigilante crouches down and unlocks the handcuffs that are on Jimmy, and then steps away.
Fucking get her, boy, and get out of there. Holy shit.
I'm going to grab Jimmy, put his arm around my neck, and I'm.
He
I don't know who
recognizes
to look.
you. I don't think he
I don't know.
recognizes.
I don't know who to look at right now. But
Well, you haven't seen, like,
Oh
all you
yeah,
know
yeah.
is the
Okay.
guy fell over and he's
I just
terrified of you.
I just saw someone come up and open
Well,
the handcuffs.
when you go to turn to face to Jimmy
Yeah.
and to help him up, the figure is gone. You never saw the figure.
Oh, okay. So I'm just convinced that he was scared of me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. I
100%.
got you now.
I'm
I
not gonna
got
tell
you
you.
now.
Not gonna tell
Okay.
you any different
Okay.
either.
I'm like, okay. I totally understand now. Sorry. Okay.
That's
So
okay.
I'm gonna get Jimmy, put him over my shoulder.
Yeah.
His arm. I don't have the strength to carry him, but I'm gonna try and help him walk out of here. I'm gonna be like, yeah, That's right. That's what I thought. And I'm gonna start walking towards the exit that Nyx opened up.
Wait,
Yeah.
was Artemis the
Th-
only one who saw the Batman?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm keeping that to myself. I'm not telling nobody.
Oh. Yeah, oh god.
A big burly man
God,
fell on top
oh
of
my
you,
god.
basically. You managed to struggle your way out from underneath him, only for
Yeah.
moments later for him to like get, like also get yeeted up into the rafters somewhere.
Ugh.
You guys got to get out of
Come on,
there.
Nyx.
You got to
Let's
run.
get out of here.
Get
All
moving.
right. Did I take harm
These
from
bad
being
boys aren't
landed
so
on by this
scary.
behemoth?
No, it was just kind of like he didn't cause
It was
any
like his
harm.
legs were on me
He
or
Yeah.
fell
something.
over you, basically.
Yeah, he
Okay.
just
All
tripped.
right. Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, all right, Nyx, let's get out of here. These bad boys aren't so tough.
Fucking hand.
All right.
Can't even hold my gun.
The
I'm
moment
shooting lefty now.
the moment you've cleared the moment you clear the building, having evacuated Jimmy and yourselves, how is Cameron getting himself out of there?
I mean, he's in a sniper's nest on the top of the warehouse in the rafters. I'm assuming that there was just like either an old skylight or something. He'll just like push his way through and just like get back up
It's
onto the
like,
roof.
that's it, I'm done.
No, I'm not.
Get up and getting the fuck out of
Fuck
there.
out of here.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay,
Mhm.
Fuck Batman. We can't.
you evacuate, or you get out of the warehouse, and when you get out of the warehouse, and you quickly are making your exit, uh, Renee, this image that is plastered all over your screens, all of a sudden you get access. You manage to close all your ports and get total access back to your system as the image fades away and you get back to your various screens and back to business as usual.
I'm assuming you were in the
Okay.
van.
Oh, she's at the base.
No, I'm
Hecate,
back.
you
I'm back at
there?
the base.
Hecate, you back?
I'm just at the
Oh,
base.
okay.
Are you back?
My God. Okay, I'm beefing up security. Oh my God, I'm never dealing with this again. I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the
Don't
next step?
worry.
What are we doing? How have we found
We got
Jimmy
our
yet?
heart back.
We
We got our heart back.
What?
We
I
got the
missed
heart.
We
it.
got our heart back. All
I
thanks to
missed
me. I
I
scared them
missed
off.
everything. Really?
Yeah, you did. You totally missed me. Scare them off with a big explosive. These
Ow.
guys ate shit. Oh, I am good.
God, I'm so sorry. I
These
missed
little
it. Like the
vampire
first time you were
Yo,
wannabes.
shut
actually
up.
cool.
These vampire wannabes wish that they could do anything
Right.
against me.
Yep. No.
Can we get in the
You're like the
van?
big
for-
bad wolf.
I take it you all are getting in the van and getting the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someone, please, on your way home, pick me up
Is
a bag of garlic nuts and a bottle of wine. I need it so
Go
badly.
downstairs.
is
Oh.
Cameron like visibly shooken from what he's witnessed?
No, Cameron is very slowly moving around the rooftops to get home, though. He's because I heard something above me. I'm like, he could be anywhere. But yeah,
All
he'll
right.
get there. But he's not taking the van. He's going his own way. You know, Cameron does his thing.
So everyone gets to eventually gets back to the hideout. Some of you taking more circumvent ways there, while others are just making a beeline in the van. Eventually, you all gather in the hideout. Your success. You've rescued a member of your
The heart.
family, in
We
quotation.
got
The
our heart back.
heart of the family.
Part of the operation.
Okay,
Jimmy
so now
Heart.
it's time for us to interrogate Jimmy.
All right.
No, he's had
We
a
gotta
rough night.
see.
His story
We
is
need
pretty
to
straight.
know, like,
His
yeah.
story is pretty straightforward. He was heading to work, and the same bat boys that came into the pizzeria a few nights ago basically pulled up and grabbed him and threw him in a van. They like he says, he doesn't know what was going on. One of them rustled through his pockets, threw his phone out the window, and then
Say that
And
again.
they,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then
yeah, and then he ended up at the warehouse, and they where they were grilling him, trying to get information about bliss suppliers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they just wanted to know where you got
Um.
yours.
Yeah. For now, we're gonna keep Jimmy in our upstairs apartment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not gonna let him go home. We're not also not gonna let him go to the hospital yet.
All
we
right.
just we want to make sure that he's okay and he's by our side. He's bruised up, but he's not in nothing's broken on him or anything, right? He's just
Okay.
really beat up.
Yeah. And as you celebrate your victory, it is a great night. Celebrate having succeeded in your operation.
woohoo.
Only to hear on the news the very next day that that according to the Gotham Police Department, Batman recently swooped in and took out a bunch of criminals at a warehouse last night. And there's footage,
Man, if
and
he would
it's
have
like,
just came a little earlier, I would have caught that vampire son of a bitch.
and there's like footage of the outside of the very same warehouse that you were at last night.
Wow.
Uh,
How does it feel to have Batman take all your credit?
you know what? In my heart, I know that I'm the one that really scared them all off. Like they must have been shaking in their boots by the time that he finally showed up.
Yep. All I had to do was just walk in and they were like, I'm already done. I already give
Yeah,
up.
I know. I
So
wouldn't be
Hey,
surprised if
you
they
know what?
just instantly gave themselves up.
Less heat on us, so I'm fine.
I'm gonna
We
conclude
did
this.
grab the garlic nuts from
Absolutely,
downstairs.
and the box of wine.
Thank
The
God.
boxed wine, yes.
All right. So with that, I think that would be a good point to end this tonight's session, as like we have finished the operation. You've
Yay.
rescued Jimmy. It's like,
Well, don't we got to do downtime stuff?
yeah, we'll do the downtime and XP stuff. Did we want to do that on
I think
on,
we did
on
do it
screen?
on screen because especially to keep up with our like
Quite right.
especially our side projects and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I know. So we can do the downtime at the beginning of the following next session, which is fine, and we can either do the XP right now on like on screen or off screen. That's completely up to all of you.
I think
I would
XP on
say,
screen.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to do the XP, the downtime stuff, like all at the end. That way, the next time we can just jump right in and play.
All right, sounds
Yeah.
good to me. So going down the can't do anything with Corbin right now. So we'll start with Renee.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so look at your XP marking options. Tell me if you
Yes.
think you did anything, right?
So I didn't make a desperate action.
No.
I addressed challenges with arcane knowledge or power, with
Yeah.
technological knowledge or power, so I'll take an XP for that.
Yeah.
Expressed beliefs, heritages, or background.
Your background did come up.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
did. It came up. Yeah, brief talk about me being from Metropolis. I struggle with issues or vices or with issues with vices or traumas during the session. I don't think I did
I'm gonna give you
necessarily.
one more experience point because there was an up. Obviously, when you were
Mm-hmm.
being hacked.
Yup.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Three
Yep.
total. Are you there? How close are
3
you?
total. I am 1 away.
Oh, so close.
What
You
about
could
one of my
trade.
downtime activities is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be?
yeah, exactly.
All right, to Maggie. Maggie, you definitely addressed a lot of issues today with stealth and evasion. Like you did that multiple times, so you can get 2
Yeah.
XP for that, hands down.
Okay.
You didn't really do any desperate actions, right?
Um
Uh, you did do some operations involving like your background with the circus and that, because you're trying to work really hard to make their lives better. So you can get an XP for that. Uh,
desperate actions are
Desperate actions is like when Nate like pulled out whatever he did out of his suitcase and tried to threaten the big
Okay.
guy with right. That's pretty desperate, right?
Yes.
Also, desperate actions are if you try to do an
That's the
action where
devil
you
thing too, right?
devil's bargains. If you're trying to do an action that you're completely unskilled at, that sort of stuff.
What is nothing happens for taking on stress, right?
No.
How many total is that for you? What is that? 3, 4?
That was 3. I'm 2 away.
2 away. All right, cool.
Nate,
Mm-hmm.
you did some pretty desperate actions. You get an XP for that.
Nice.
I'll give you an
Okay,
XP for
let's see.
expressing your beliefs and drives with your conspiracy nut job thing with Batman.
I was gonna say one of mine is you addressed it speculation or conspiracy.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Uh,
I addressed the situation, but I did a lot of
Anything? Yeah.
conspiracy.
So yeah, you can definitely. Anything else you can think of offhandedly?
Um,
Wait, you can
would you give?
sort it a lot to.
Yeah, but his
Well, I
is
was
your
gonna say,
Oh.
with calculation or
uh,
conspiracy is what he's
with
his
with
thing.
the calculation one, because I knew the guy the safety on, and I stepped into the gun to intimidate him to let me in. Would you give me one for that?
You know what? I'll put it to a party vote.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to get XP if you're
Always,
asking
always
me.
say yes.
All right, so there you go.
Ding,
All
ding,
right,
ding! Level up.
all right.
Heck
Nice.
yeah.
We'll get to that in a moment, and then we go to Cameron. Cameron, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you were definitely addressing challenges with tracking and violence. So that's for certain.
Yeah, that's definitely 2. That's maxed out for sure. Because I tracked
Yeah.
the Joker and then I shot people with a sniper rifle, so I think those 2 would
Yeah.
I think that's
Nothing
it,
really
though.
came up with
Yeah.
your drives or heritage or anything.
No, not really.
Nothing with your addiction.
No. I don't think.
XP this session.
Yeah, so 2.
Does pushing yourself count as a desperate action?
We'll go into that a bit more at the beginning of the next session. Like we'll address how desperate actions work and what have you. Right now, I'm just kind of arbitrarily giving it I've only given one out because I thought what Nate did was pretty desperate.
So, heads up.
Oh yeah, no.
I
for
only had
sure.
the 2, but it does give me an advancement, and then I have 1 in my next one. So I also
Yeah.
leveled up, and 1
All
more
right.
into the next.
So there's a few things that need to happen here. So we're going to player advancement. So let's see here.
Well, say if Renee is gonna just use one of her downtimes for training, do you just want to let her in on this too, since that's what she's gonna do anyways?
Yeah, I can save myself some time.
Yeah, if people are just doing training montages, they can save themselves some time. So when you completely fill out your XP tracker, you clear
Mhm.
it and you take an advance. When it comes to an advance, the choices are fairly simple. You can choose an additional special ability, or you can add a additional action dot to one of the actions under, or you take an advance on an attribute, in which case you add an additional dot to one of those actions under it. So what I mean an attribute is your character sheet. The attributes are prowess, insight, and resolve. You increase one of those by 1, and then you get to pick one of the skills under it. So if you were to increase your prowess by 1, you would then pick a skill, finesse,
Mm.
prowess, skirmish, or wreck, and you'd add 1 to that as well. Okay.
I feel like narratively, I can take a special ability, right? When I level up as an advance. So I'm
Yeah,
going to
that's one of the
grab
options.
narratively, it feels like a private network is what I'm taking, which me and my gadgets are immune to being hacked and manipulated.
Perfect
And I get
timing.
a
Perfect.
+1 die to resist roll. Oh my god. Take +1 dice to resistance rolls to prevent the consequences from high tech devicer computers. Devicer. I don't know what that means. I assume whenever I'm going up against high tech,
Yeah.
to do a resistance roll against it, I get a plus dice, and I
Mhm.
have immunity from being hacked and manipulated.
That's a good one to have, let me tell you.
Yup, apparently it is. I was gonna take something else initially, but it feels like I was on the list of like things maybe to look at, and also narratively, it makes the most sense for a thing to grab right now.
And I am rewarding 2 experience points to the crew. Just so
Woo!
You got that,
Okay.
Erica?
Nice.
You got the crew stuff?
I already marked it off.
Oh, you've already got it? Cool.
Yep.
Don't worry about it then.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. All right.
Are we
So,
doing downtime to remove stress?
if
Yeah.
you wish, you
Oh,
can
well, me and
do your
John still need to advance. So,
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
yeah.
1 second.
I'm going to put one in
Um,
resolve, Gray, because whenever
Okay.
I roll stress, that I have a 0 in it. So, how do I do this? I add just 1 dot in a resolve skill.
Yeah, so what happens is very simple for you. You look at your character sheet, you mark one of the bars on resolve off,
Okay.
because that's the attribute, and then you get to pick one of the skills underneath it, and you get
Gotcha.
1 dot in it.
Okay.
Right.
I'm adding 1 to command and 1 to resolve. So now my stress rolls are not negatives. Thank God.
Good.
and then for me, I am thinking I'm going to take the foresight special ability. So this is 2 times per score. I can assist a teammate without paying any stress. And it
That's
just says,
pretty
tell
cool.
us how
That's a
you
good one.
prepared for this. So pretty much I'm gonna have up to 2 free flashbacks that I can use to help someone
Oh
else
yeah,
besides
nobody
me.
did any flashbacks this
Nice.
evening.
We had 1.
All right.
Yeah, we had one.
Adam did.
Adam
Adam did
one.
one.
I love flashbacks,
Okay.
man. Let me tell you.
I am just for fairness sake, I'm just going to mark all of Mike's downtime as training.
Okay.
I mean,
Right?
we can ask him too for
Yeah, but
I guess no, because he's off doing pizza training.
yeah,
He is training
he's
for
doing some
pizza.
sort of
Pizza
training.
training.
That is true.
He doesn't have any stress on his character sheet, so
Nothing to
I'm
worry
just
He's
assuming.
punching dough.
Yeah, unless he wants to start a long-term operation or gather an asset for the gang, which would probably be another pizza oven.
Asset.
That's what he's doing. Okay. If people want to do their downtime activities, I assume Cameron's trying to get rid of stress
No.
and a healing.
Nope.
I am.
All
I've got
right.
something different.
I have 4 stress.
Yeah, you probably want to get rid of that stress.
Yeah.
So you're going out
Um,
partying?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say if anyone, because I'm gonna take out some stress too. If anyone wants to go, let's say to a casino with me, I can aid you in your stress rejuvenation, whatever you want to call it.
Because that would count as like I assume that there's like a club with like gambling
It's a casino.
and
There's drinks and all kinds of stuff.
There's the
there.
maybe
iceberg. There's
music and
iceberg
dancing.
lounge.
Ooh, iceberg.
Iceberg
Yeah.
lounge.
Not the
Lounge.
iceberg lounge, not the iceberg
other
lounge.
one, the
I
other
can't
one.
go there.
No.
Not there. I'm not going there.
There's the
There's-
Ice
That's a-
Cube Lounge. We're going there. It's a lot
There's-
smaller, more low key.
There's probably a few others out there. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Gotham has more than one club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm definitely gonna go out and partake.
Because
Do a
I
little
have a
dancing
special
and drink.
ability called Functioning Vice. When you indulge your vice, you may adjust the dice outcome by 1 or 2, up or down. An ally who joins in your vice may do the same.
Okay, sounds good.
So do we roll 1d6?
Well, you roll
Yes,
your lowest.
You roll
thing, right?
your lowest stat or attribute, whatever that is. Chances say it's 1d6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, resolve,
Right.
prowess, insight, whatever your lowest one is, you roll one of those.
Yep. All right, I got 3, and I'm gonna bump that up 1, so I have 0 stress now.
Hell yeah, that's a good ability.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2. And I can bump that up 1.
1 or 2.
Oh, I'm gonna
one or
bump it up
two.
2 and take off all 4 stress, right? That's how that
Yep.
works.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Perfect.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Give me a second here. I'm just multi-sided. Okay, let me just check something here.
And Dre, whenever you're ready, I do have an idea for my second downtime activity. If you want me to just get mine out of the way.
Yeah, just give me one moment here.
Yep.
Interfering to hostile now.
Wait,
Huh?
who went to hostile?
Huh?
The Bat Boys.
Bat boys.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
our faction stuff.
We don't
That
care about
checks
them.
out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. In your factions, on your faction sheet. If they go one more down, they're at war with you.
Get rid of
Mm.
them.
I mean, they're kind of starting it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
they did kidnap the heart of the operation.
so
You
what,
don't
what's the
take
other?
Jimmy Hart the heart of the operation.
What's Nate's other action?
All right. So earlier I did some investigation to find out. I was trying to find out who the Bat Boys are getting their information and just. I think you said that they're getting information and supplies from someone. I
From
want
the
to start a
Spartan.
long. Sorry, what?
Weapons. They were getting weapons and information.
Weapons and information. Um, I want to. Can I start doing a long-term project to find who that is and then get them on our side, not the Bat Boy side? I want to talk them
Yeah.
over to help us instead.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a really good long-term project. So let me just create one right now for you.
Okay, Frankie, please.
Where did that go? Over to the long-term projects thing. I'm just trying to. It's not it. Hold on. Paste. There we go. And I'll rename this one. Two side. And I'll rename it. So this is, what is it? This is Hermes long-term project.
His journey for a new friend.
How many slices would that one be?
Long-term projects are typically. Oh, I'm gonna probably make it less slices. You're probably right. Give me a second here, because the other two are pretty long-term. This one was probably a little less.
Because I've got one I don't think would take too much time. That's why I was wondering.
Give me a moment here. You just copy this. Gonna give it paste. To make this one a bit bigger.
That is a smaller pizza.
Oh,
Physically smaller
Mine
pizza.
didn't get marked off.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. I'll do that in a moment.
No worries.
Two-sided. I know we've already done the one
For those of you still watching, I'm sorry if this, but it's
Yeah.
a learning process for all of us. And you guys get to
Yes.
learn a new game too.
Yeah, it is. And we use pizza slices for our.
Yeah.
They make us special.
Fuck those clocks. Pizza's round.
Hermes long-term project. Fine. What is it? Supplier. All right. Can you make your roll for your long-term project? For Nate.
What do I roll? Just 1d6?
No. You pick an appropriate skill and you roll it.
An appropriate
Succeed.
skill. Ooh.
Yeah. If you succeed, it goes down by one. If you critically succeed, it goes down by more.
4 or 5 is 2 segments, right?
No.
Would
It's one segment. If you get a 4 or 5, it's if you get a 6, it's one segment. But if you get 2 6s on the roll, it's 2 segments, and so forth and so forth.
okay. I'm gonna argue that it's consort. Consort with connections from your heritage,
Yeah,
background, friends,
that
or
makes
rivals.
perfect sense.
Okay. Would this be controlled?
Yes.
Okay. And big money. Oh, 1-3.
That's some money.
You needed a 4 or a 5, so you've
Dang it.
started the project, but nothing's really come to fruition as of yet. All right.
Okay.
Who else was pretty much done their projects or their downtime?
I have.
The
Go for it.
other thing, I have harm, so I just need to try and recover.
All right, so you can roll 2 dice on it. Yes, yeah,
Success.
you have a sparkling success. In fact, it's such like it's just the minor bruising, but you've always tried to take care of yourself. So
I've
I'm
been
even
getting
gonna
hurt in doing
yeah.
acrobatics my entire life. I'm sure I know
So
how to.
yeah, you have top of the line health insurance, the whole 9 yards. You're good to go.
What's
I
that
go
like,
to the
huh?
circus, Doc. Like, hey, Doc, I fell off the trapeze again. Eh?
You went to Dr. Bozo. All right, we'll say
Doctor
you went back to Dr. Bozo instead. And Dr. Bozo
Doctor
passed away.
Bozo, MD. Yeah.
Oh,
So I just
Kevin's over here like, God, I
P,
gotta get me some of that.
PhD in hilarious.
Oh my god. Do I just take the bruised hand off my sheet?
Yeah, that is
That's it?
correct.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
And you got rid of your stress on the other action.
That's both my downtime. Because the other thing, because the
Yeah,
pizza slice was from earlier.
yeah. So, what is Nyx doing?
I am Nyx. That's what I
Oh
do.
no, my
Yeah.
my bad. What is?
Me?
Sorry, my bad.
So
What is Hecate doing?
I do some training on the one, which is I sit and I beef up our security, so I take the last experience I need to get the private network. And then my second downtime activity, I'm just gonna, I think, keep going on my drone project.
All right, so you can make a roll for your drone project.
Yes, which I could do once I have stopped messing around with my Wow. 661,
Double sixes,
baby.
baby.
Double sixes, so
Nice.
Woo-woo.
that's 2 things happen. So give me a second here. I'll get back to that. I get to take 2 pips off that. Give me a moment. Sorry. It's on the GM layer. Yeah. Okay.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
So, boom. Wrong button. Multi-sided. Do do go. All right. And what is Cameron doing?
I'm going to. Okay, if I'm trying to get a new friend, right, like in the friends category, like how Payback's an enemy, Deathstroke's a friend. I want to get another one, but I'm trying to determine if I should do as gain asset or a long-term project.
So an asset would be a burnable
Yeah.
friend, like as in the sense that you call in a favor once
Mm-hmm.
and one and done.
But I can
A
redo that over and over,
long-term
though.
project would to be to acquire a friend.
Yeah. But I can do the acquire asset multiple times. I'm just reading the thing. Yeah, I can do it multiple
Yes.
times. I'm going to acquire an asset because I think that'll be
Okay.
easier than trying to. I don't know if I'll need them long term.
You're acquiring a favor.
Yeah, I am looking. I have an idea for this. You tell me if it works. I am looking for someone, a federal agent, because I don't trust the Gotham City fucking
You
politics and police
don't
department.
trust the Gotham Police Department.
No,
Gotcha.
because I'm going to need a bigger favor. So I need a federal agent, maybe somebody
Yeah.
from Argus. If you're going to
Alright.
throw them in your game, you can. If not, don't worry about it. So yeah,
And what are you trying to get from them?
I'm just going to be able to use a federal agent in a future thing that I need them for.
Okay. And is that everything?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that concludes everything for this
Oh no,
evening?
that's that's one more thing. That's my acquire an asset. Do I need to roll for that, or do I just have it?
Let me just check the acquire the asset thing here. Let's see here.
But yeah,
Down,
acquire an
down.
asset contact is basically what I'm trying to do. Government contact. Amanda Waller, best friend.
I'm looking.
Mhm.
Acquire an asset. Excuse me.
I don't know. I've
The
heard she's
result
quite a pain in the neck.
to acquire an asset, roll the cruise tier. So let's see here. Roll cruise tier. The result indicates the quality of the asset. Okay, so let's see.
My idea is somebody who works in the federal government who can be lower on the totem pole, but I just need someone who actually works for the federal government and not the local government. So it doesn't have to be Amanda Waller, but it could be like her underling.
Roll cruise tier. The result indicates the quality of the asset you get. Using the cruise tier as a base. All right. Give me 1 second. I gotta just check your tier again with the crew.
Just one, isn't it?
Yeah, so you'd be rolling 1 die on this.
Okay. I can
Yeah,
do
'cause
that.
you're...
Big
But
money,
you've
no
been rolling
whammy.
sixes all night.
I don't need a 6 necessarily. I just want to see who I get. A 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like, according to this, it is a -1 tier, so a tier 0 asset,
Mm-hmm.
which means it's probably some like just a single field agent with not very much influence or in the organization.
It's a
Actually,
rookie agent who thinks
Yeah,
he's bigger than he is.
it's a rookie agent who sees an opportunity to climb the ranks.
let's make this more
Yeah.
fun. Long-term project. Make acquaintances with Amanda Waller.
Oh Jesus.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna say okay.
Or excuse Argus. It could be Diebeard. It could be the lady that's married to James Gunn. It could be Amanda Waller. It could be anybody. But somebody at Argus is what I'm trying to get a contact with.
Hold on, I'm working on
Yeah,
this.
yeah, no
This
worries.
is
Because I got big plans. Big plans.
that is.
Evidently, look at you go. We're
Alright,
all like,
that's
do.
I'm trying to take somebody down. There's such a high tier. I need somebody who's also a big dog, you know?
Yeah.
Yup. Like the Batman. Just get a steak. He's fine.
Taking your hard-earned reputation. All right, so what do you think would be an appropriate role for that?
I'm hunting. I'm following them around, figuring out who best fits the thing that I want. Again, I would probably be hunting multiple Argus
All right,
agents to figure out who best would work for what I need them for.
so make your hunt roll, and there's a possibility once you start tracking them, you're probably going to need to come up with some other smart ideas to how to connect with them. But for hunt works for the moment.
2 6s, baby. That's a crit.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, so you get 2 slices or 2 ticks on the clock dealt.
So is it a 6 gets you a tick, and what's a 4 and a 5 get you?
a tick?
So you just get a 4 or
But-
higher to get a tick. Gotcha.
Yeah, but multiple 6s mark off more.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then I got to
that's
heal.
everyone's done.
I'll just roll to heal my injury. I'm going back to the
Yeah,
doctor. What did I roll last
yeah,
time?
you get all your insurance paper claim forms in order.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I thought I had everything like ironed out. Like, insurance fraud, super easy. But like, I guess something didn't go through this time. Don't worry.
There, I got a 6 and a 4, so 6
Yes.
should clear that, right?
Yeah, you should be cleared at this point because it was a
Boom.
minor injury.
Nailed it. Very good. All right, I'm done.
All right, so that concludes everything for this evening. So I hope people enjoyed the
Mhm.
stream.
That was fun.
Hopefully
fun.
we
I like
will.
that
Hopefully we'll be a little bit. I'll be a little bit more organized next time in these
That.
downtime activities and what have you. Till then,
We're getting the
everyone
hang
take-
of it.
learning a new system. Everyone take care.